Hello and welcome to our something episode of Adventures in Excordia. I'm your DM Connor, who does not care about the episode numbers at this point. Last we left off, we were in the dungeon. We pick up in the dungeon. Playing with us tonight, Karen, played by Pyro.
I have two people inside my head today.
And Daryl, played by Norvin.
Horsecock.
Silver, played by Tristan. You missed Katira, played by Liv.
Yep.
I prefer Donkey Dick.
Morgana, played by Shane.
Why are you preferring either two?
And Zunkiri, played by Fergus, listening in through streaming.
I will take control of this and find a way to circumvent the god's denial of my wrath.
He's possessed me again. That's what's happened here. Do I need his sheet?
No. It's not going to be a problem until we're in combat.
I'm in.
There.
Oh, you're in? I'm free!
Bro, I had to wait in the DMV line to roll 20.
Oh no, it's still loading in the other tab. I just pulled some shenanigans to get around the fact that I can't connect to it directly, apparently.
He dug under the trench.
He didn't wait in the DMV line.
Microwave!
He didn't wait in the DMV line, Shane. He went behind the counter and sat at his PC.
But no, seriously, look at this shit.
No.
Oh.
It's still loading
What?
on one tab, and I got in on the other
My reincarnation. Table.
table.
It's a reincarnation table.
Yep, it's got like I think 1,000 variant races on it.
Reincarnated as a lich in another world, but I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Seriously though, last we left off, you all had been fighting through the dungeon and had been making your way through the rooms. You all had encountered the second of the penultimate supreme model of the array of robots. Defeated it, and after watching Morgana get stunned and zapped several times over,
I remember now.
we have gathered in the room. We gather in one of the auxiliary generators for the satellite. One generator is destroyed and will need time to be repaired, but the other 5 and the main generator are still online. The ship can run on just the main generator. If you cut that one, then the power will start to fail, you all will be in darkness, the beams won't work, etc., etc. This is your opportunity with your spell metabolizers and such. If you wanted to try and suck some spells out, this is the biggest payload of it. Cutting the main generator will make every pylon in the dungeon disable. So that center room where Morgana, in a parallel timeline, got ultra tased. That is the routing. You all see that it routes up through the ceiling, and it is. Think of it like a control rod for a reactor. You're looking at one of the silos. This is the main one. Fittingly, if you tried to smash it, it would have very, very bad effects for you, as opposed to the other ones, which just kind of blow a fuse and explode some damage.
Remind me how those metabolizers work, and do we have to attune to them?
Yes, the ones to absorb the spell slots into you required attunement, and I believe
Then I cannot.
Dario had taken it. Also, looking at the body of the Supreme Tachyon Runner, you all found the remnants of its modification, that angelic gold Valkyrie wing set. Upon investigating it, you could upgrade Morgana's Wings of Flying.
Oh.
It would have a constant flying speed when activated, and just dismissed when you say the command word. As well as being able to cast the Etherealness spell or blink once per day.
I can't believe Morgana's getting the Optimus Prime dump truck.
FYI, that Etherealness thing is like a legendary item port.
She's now a Pixar mom.
So I'm assuming the group is going to take 10 minutes here to make those adjustments, even though Morgana isn't attuned to the wings.
I have no objections.
You could almost say at this point she's no mercy.
Should have picked Mercy.
Every time Shannon does that, he's incrementally getting higher pitched. His woohoo-hoos are getting closer and closer.
I am possessed by the shack.
That reminds me, I found an actual brown note today. Remind me to show it to you guys after session.
No, thank you. Let me leave voice chat before you show them.
I don't know what.
Shits aggressively.
All right. Has Andaro used her ability to go inside her ring today?
I believe so.
I don't
believe
think so.
not.
Okay.
There's nothing for her to do it to. For.
If I'm not mistaken, if I remember my player's Genie Warlock correctly, we can do a short rest inside her ring in
Very
record
nice.
time.
Yes. In 10 minutes, I think.
Yep.
Genie's Respite. Well, that's the name of the whole ability, I think. No, Genie's Vessel is the name of it.
Yeah. So, one thing we could do is take a short rest. Let either Cairn or Zonkiri use the spell Metabolizer, attune to it temporarily to drain some of these pylons. And then when we get to a point where and then we can jump into the ring, take another short rest in 10 minutes, swap the attunements back to what they should be, and let Andariel attune to the spell Metabolizer, and then she can suck
Pause.
the pylons.
God damn it, Shane. With the do-rag and all.
Ain't that fantastic?
Bow, 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 bow.
But yeah, I do like that. Yeah, all of my all my low tier spells are gone. Just about.
Okay.
Like, let's see here.
I
These little ones have one more two.
would suggest we go ahead. We take the short rest now. There's 1, 2. Two rooms that we can go to before we kind of meet back up with the branch that we were already in, depending on what has and hasn't collapsed yet.
Mm-hmm. You all don't have to move your whole tokens there. You can just tell me which ones you want to like pop, and I'll mark them off.
So we can short rest, investigate those two rooms in case they have something in them, and then pop in the ring.
Sounds good.
I'm
Yes,
down
sir.
for whatever.
So you're talking about the two rooms to the left of this, like left of the.
Yes, as well as that short little corridor down to the right.
Like in the lower right.
Yeah,
okay.
lower right.
Lower right, I'll tell you, is just a similar to what you saw behind the bookshelf. Just a little control room. Has one of the two terminals used to take control of the reactor.
Okay.
And then in the upper left, the first room has the second terminal.
What?
Connor accidentally made 3 copies of a thing that's supposed to have 2.
Yeah, they had a backup in case we smashed one.
cannon. The very top one with that little itty-bitty hallway is the backup one. You all are free to move towards the upper left.
Real quick, are these things still zapping out at us?
Yes. You are able to... You'll have to give me some saves depending on the path you move. Because the reactor is still on, so... Technically, only one person needs to move to that second terminal. I'll say you all can squeeze past the one you all are, the room you're in, back down to Terminal 1. Getting to the other one, you're either going to go through the big room and one small room, or 3 small rooms. But again, only one person really has to do that, so they can go over there and turn off. Put it on a low-grade run, so that you're not getting tased. You're just going to miss Astral Step, aren't you?
Yeah, it's too far.
Music makes
oh no.
I mean, no.
If it wasn't literally a once-a-day thing, I would just say, I jump into my cape. No.
Actually, hold on.
Wish.
Assume I'm astral stepping past the little barriers here. Need to get an idea as to what actual barriers look like. Open.
Math. He's mathing.
No, what if I don't want to?
Shadows grip your arms, Connor.
Oh wow, it opened.
Like, imagine, like, you literally just looked at it and said open.
Why does Zinc act like Mr. Popo from TPS? TPS. Okay, fuck. Popo! It now is better.
I'll allow it. I see what you're measuring. While Zonkiri diffuses the puzzle, it's to the left. It's to the left. You're gonna miss it.
You're gonna miss it.
Oh, I thought you meant the door up here.
No, that's the backup one.
Ah.
Backup of the one down south. That's the one you gotta get to. It's a 30-foot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you're able to. Cool. You astral step just outside of the fields, like just outside of.
He starts just walking, like, and as soon as he gets to the edge of the field, it's like he's walking into the field in one area and walking out of the field in the other.
Hey, who gave him the teleport belt? All right.
You know, speaking from experience, that site is strangely what it's like dealing with anti-magic fields.
While he's doing this, you all back there with the remnant pieces, do you go ahead and upgrade the wings, or are you holding off on that?
How long is that gonna
10 minutes.
take? I mean, I'm probably in no rush.
Okay. Silver, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you see where the other terminal to turn off the reactors or turn them down is?
Not entirely. Is it
Peep next to your
around that?
character.
Is it with the where the line is going?
Yes.
Just gonna go look around there. Yeah. Okay.
So from there, you all are very easily able to turn the fields down. Everything is running. You turn off a lot of non-essential systems. Everything is being diverted to the outside shields and defenses. So the lights get dim. Reactors die down.
At one point, while we're turning off the non-essential systems, Zankiri keeps flipping off life support, forgetting that some people need it. Silver keeps flicking it back on. They just keep like two guys playing the light switch.
Nosferatu.
For a moment, Silver, you think there's some bug in their system that when you turn off the lights, the life support system goes with it because of how it keeps happening. It takes you a while to realize it's just Zankiri not thinking about needing to breathe. You eventually just set a password to shutting off life support and carry on.
Zankiri looks at the password, the password field, and just out of curiosity, types the password as "fuck Zankiri" and sees what happens.
So would that be the password you would pick?
No, sadly not.
Nothing happens.
Unlucky.
How sweet of him.
Sankiri went the bare minimum.
He changed some of the Z's and the Z and Zankiri to a 5. So it's 5 Kiri.
So, you all turn everything down. Let me get the check for reactors. You all have 1, 2 small ones, 1, 2 big ones. Oh, sorry, 3 small ones. Yep, so 3 small ones and 2 large ones. The small ones are D4+1 spell slots. Hang on, let me type this out for you. And the large ones are D8+2. So you have 3 small and 2 large. This does not count the center that you all are in currently, which has 5 small ones.
And one we probably don't want to drain.
Correct. That one I'll give you a D20 on that one, and then everything in the fucking satellite will be turned off.
Worth.
Zankiri just
Give it to
glances
Morgana.
over it. Glances over it and just says, "Energy fields and heads, energy fields and heads, energy fields and heads."
Let me. I don't know any better.
I will also say that if you have an item that has somebody parrot this back to Norvin when he becomes undeafened. Oh, he's undeafened now. Cool. If you have an item or an ability that casts a spell, like Magic Initiate or Staff, you can use these charges to recharge that ability at the same rate. So, if you had a first level spell that's innate casting, you could recharge it with this.
Okay.
Silver, because I feel like making a fool of myself, can you make me a Tinker's Tools check at advantage? Or not advantage, excuse me. I mean, what does it matter? Intelligence is what I was trying to say. I just...
Intelligence check?
Yeah.
Or intelligence?
Tinker's, yeah. Tinker's Tools Intelligence. It doesn't fucking matter about an advantage. Like,
I mean, it's not bad as my Thieves tool, so...
Do the funny.
Yeah. Okay. You all had the 2 spell metabolizers, right? You all had found one, and then you'd made one.
So, yeah,
Yep.
I believe so.
Perhaps.
And only one of them had been attuned, right? One of them had been attuned to Indariel, and then the other one's just kind of in a bag.
None of them have been attuned to.
Okay. If you would like, you can destroy the second one and allow everyone in the party in this liminal space to use the charges that would be gained. In other words, you would be able to roll, so when you pop all the small gens, 8d4 plus 8, and just have this pool of spells that you all could divvy out amongst yourselves. But it would destroy the second item.
Party.
What do you guys think?
I'm
I have
okay.
no spells to consume.
I
Yeah.
have many spells that I can consume.
I'd be fine
I've
with
only used one spell.
destroying the second one. I don't think many of us have, or especially those of us who are using the slots a lot, don't have extra attunement slots to go around for very often. Um, and speaking of which, if I'm not mistaken, did you ever rule on whether these could restore Andariel's Arcanums?
Yes. Her,
Okay.
like, I mean, if she spends the 6th, 7th, 8th level, whatever amount.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you feel about items, Dungeon Master?
He
Like
just
I-
said items were good, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, if you want to recharge, if something takes 4 charges to
Okay,
cast a
I-
first level spell, you have to.
Didn't hear the bottoms. I thought you were
Yeah.
going just abilities. Okay. Nope, I got. What am I missing?
Okay.
I'm missing
So-
4 charges of my rod.
So you all are smashing the second one to get the group thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. How many? I'm at 6 players. I'd like to split up the rolling. Let's see. There's total of.
I say we have Katira and Morgana do all the rolling.
All right.
Are you sure you want to trust me with any dice?
Do it.
There's a total of 10. So 4 small and 1 large for each of you. So 44 plus 4 and 1d8 plus 2 each.
Say that again, please.
44 plus 4 and 1d8 plus 2. Each of you roll that.
Hmm.
And then roll your d8. Okay. Total of 17 spells recovered by Katira's rolling. Shane.
Aye, Captain.
Shane, I believe in you.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Hey!
All right.
Hey!
Hold on. I realized something. It's
Hmm.
because I'm rolling for other people's benefit.
Hell yeah.
See,
This is why
I
my-
suggested this.
This
42
is
levels.
why my healer does good on Sunday.
So you all have 42 levels
Unless
of
I
spells.
use Fireball.
You all have 42 levels of spells to distribute back to yourselves. I'll say if you would like to make an argument for a non-spell feature you're trying to recharge, I will hear your argument and try and assess a point value to it or say it's not possible.
Why isn't it possible?
All right, so between the other spellcasters here, I would like to make an argument for refilling the Rod of Resurrection. That's 4 charges. What do you two say?
I would like some heals, yes.
All right, so hang on. So let's do that. Let's math this out. So 42. Yep.
So you're trying to recharge it. I'm gonna pause you for a second. You want to recharge it with the lowest thing you can cast is heal, correct?
All right. So
It's not a 1-to-1
I
charge.
should ask. Yes, that's all right.
So you the number of spell levels. So it would take you 6 of these pools points for 1 charge.
Give me one charge, one extra charge, so I'm not just staring at the last charge. Then
Party.
what do you think?
Ashbury Dash Fan.
That would be. Yes, thank you, spellcaster Morgana. I do appreciate.
Morgana in fucking overalls, just stretching them out. Well,
Morgana's sitting in the back with a big old wizard hat and a mustache.
Checking. That would consume 36.
Six
You're saying?
he's
I'm
just
only
doing the
asking for
1, so
one
6.
charge now. Yeah. 6.
6.
If y'all want. Because heal is a level 6 slot. It would give me 1 spare charge on top of the 1 charge I have left on the heal staff. Unless I should just put that to the side and just take regular slots, because I don't know which would get more mileage. I counted. I'm missing 31 levels of slots.
Let's see what let's see what's other people are missing. So you're missing 31 levels of slots.
Yeah, not even counting the rod. Put that away. I'm only missing 31 levels.
Okay, how you looking, Silver?
I have only used 1 level 3 slot.
Okay.
I still have 2 level 3s and everything else. I mean, is there an argument for recharging flashes of genius?
You could make that.
That would be a good argument. Yes.
I'll say you can drain. It'll be 3 points a charge. No, make it 4. It's a pretty stellar buff to your saves and whatnots.
It stacks with our cards.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty strong. It's I think 4 is fair.
So.
So 4 point. I have a max of 4, so 4 times 4, 16.
Yep.
If you were to get them all back or try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Let's
need
get a
all
check.
of them. We're not doing like a full sweep of everything, right? We're just going to do a couple more things and then.
Connor did say try. What check would this be?
It's not.
Okay.
I just mean like try and convince your other party members that you guys don't need spells. Yeah, come on, let me.
I'm peering over the rim. What do you mean try?
Okay.
There's 1 bowl of candy at the party, and there's a bunch of toddlers. You're trying to find your favorite. You can try.
I'd be good with. I'm missing more than this, but I would be good with 6 or was that 13? Yeah, 13 back. If we go with Ondariel's 7, so she gets some. My 13, that's 20. That'll leave us 22 left. It's 4 per
Flash of Genius.
Flash of Genius and 6 per heal.
Yes.
Why don't we spend the rest of the 22 with 3 heals and a Flash of Genius? That way Silver has a Flash of Genius if we really need one, and we have enough heals to keep Morgana going, because if I'm not mistaken, you're getting low on rages, right?
I have 2 left. I've been trying to save them through all the smaller engagements.
Would you like to? Would you like to make an argument for recharging the robot's rage?
We should have to make it to the next long rest. I don't know when that'll be, but
Just put the jumper cables on her tits.
I don't think I will.
I think. What do you think? I've got a number in mind. Shane, what do you think it's worth to get back each rage? Mainly just because I just want to pick your brain.
I mean, with a Flash of Genius being a 4?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it'd be around the realm of 4 to 6. Because it's like a whole battle buff. I mean, so I'd say 5, 6.
Okay. I'll give you the same 4 count treatment. Full disclosure, I was going to do 3, but you made a very valid argument for it to go a little higher.
Ain't that fantastic?
Fall.
I mean, I've
Hold on, wait. Let me check something real quick.
I've gone through the rest of the dungeon only using 3 rages.
What's it called?
I'm pretty sure once against each boss, and then there's one with a large room.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that spell that gives you resistance to all damage?
Primordial.
Stone skin?
No.
Physical damage, I mean.
Stone skin,
Physical?
maybe?
No, is it stone skin?
No.
Non-magical
invul-
bludgeoning pulsing slashing.
Invulnerability?
No, it was stone skin I was thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's the only domain spell I've not used.
Would these weapons that they're using count as magic weapons? Because like the Carnage axe is a
Yeah.
magic weapon.
Typically, yeah, they would be magical.
Because I mean, the Carnage axe that we can build is a magic weapon, isn't it?
Yeah,
And then maybe the bolas aren't. I don't know. They
Okay,
seem to have
so-
pretty high magical capabilities.
Ondara, do you want your Crown of Stars back? Seem kind of ambivalent about it.
don't worry, just think about it.
Okay.
Move that bus.
I think. I mean, Crown of Stars, what? Each star is 4d10 or 3d10? I can't remember.
4.
4d12. Okay, I was wrong. Both counts. And you get how many stars?
7.
7. I mean,
You
it
gotta
would help
hit.
him snipe.
They have to hit too.
Well, yeah, he's not got a terrible to hit. Plus 10's not that bad.
Well, now that you said it.
It would help him snipe the because probably don't want to hit the spell reavers with it, but it help him snipe the tachyon runners. And they deal radiant damage, so he would be able to DPS the Juggerhearts with it. I think it's yeah, that's why I said not the spell reavers because you'd charge them, but the tachyon runners and the Juggerhearts would just eat that shit. So it would make him pretty good against those two, especially since the Juggerhearts are straight up immune to his bread and butter.
25, 29, 36, 40. And Karen, you're missing some spell slots, right?
Yes. 31.
But you said they're mostly low-level ones, right?
Yes. I would
Okay.
pretty much start filling up first to third.
Okay. How does this breakdown look? So
Say it again?
Andariel and I get
Oh.
our big hitters back. The Rod gets 2 charges. Silver gets a Flash of Genius back. Andariel gets Morgana gets a Rage back. Karen, you get a few low-level spell slots back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of your stuff, Katira, just recharges on a short rest anyway, right?
Let me see.
Monks.
He is a short rest. Crystal Blade's a long rest, but that would recharge anyway. That's fine if I don't have that back. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, Key comes back on a short rest.
Okay.
I wouldn't say you have to give me a rage if someone would make better use of that stuff, because for 2 reasons. One, I've done most of the dungeon kind of rationing my rages and done decently well with not eating shit, other than the last combat where I went monkey mode.
And you talking about
Rajang took over.
how about the fight before where the spell reaver got powered up right at the end?
Well,
That wasn't
that's
his
a
fault.
mistake. That's a mistake that will not happen again. But
So here's my rationality behind that. The main use for those 4 charges would be to combine them with Karen's 2 to get another heal from the Rod.
Yep.
A rage from you for a hard or deadly combat is going to save more HP than Karen would be able to give with that heal.
Correct.
I suppose that's true.
You get a
guess
lot
that
of
all depends on
mileage out of our
how
main
much we're
tank
about
staying
to
up.
grind through.
Especially because you consider like. I have a feeling whatever we find on the after we leave this floor, because this whole floor or this whole dungeon right here is us trying to get through a big ass door to take on the guys who own this place. I have a feeling at least one of those is going to be needed on the other side of that door.
Oh, that door looks oddly foggy, and
So having you having two to use for the rest of this floor, sort of, would probably be more useful than a singular heal.
That's fair.
At least that's my thought process behind it.
Makes sense. I would
Alright,
just
and that's
basically
at
am at
least
one
two
rage,
blesses I can use.
dictating that I'm going to use one of them for big boss.
Now, all this being said, I
You
am fully
can't
open
even say-
to somebody else coming up with an idea.
Just going to send a picture of it.
So, does anybody have any other thoughts on how they want to break it down, or any other abilities they wanted to try and get? Going once.
How do I say this? We have my word of recall is still works by going back to the ship, right? That didn't get all fucked up.
No.
Okay, never
Not in
mind.
here. You could, if you had blown up the reactor or turned it off, then yes. But at the moment, that teleporting in and out disjunction is still up.
Okay, because the argument I was gonna make is one of those like rod charges goes to a level 6, just in case at the end of this, if we need to, if it turns into a Death Star situation, I could word of recall.
I mean, it's not impossible to set up that sort of situation, knowing that all you have to do is tank this reactor, and then you could do that. Setting up you all have gunpowder, electron infused gunpowder kegs. Setting up a remote.
No, I'm talking at the end of this dungeon. If we have to bum rush back to the ship,
that's what I'm talking about. Is somebody
okay.
hit the C4 charge, and then you can word of recall. It's not too difficult. It would just take a little bit of coordination in initiative. Somebody has to do that, and then you would have to recall on the next turn you have after it.
I just didn't know if anyone else had an oh shit button in case we had to run. At worst, I can just overcast it with a 7 or 8.
You all do have an oh shit button, an oh shit staff.
30% of me is an oh shit button.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point if the whole ship blows up and he somehow parries the blast.
I mean,
in
all fairness, I could just bare my chest and tank it, but that I'm talking about everyone. I'm pretty sure Indario could too. To be honest, just hold Indario up in front of it.
But no,
But yeah,
objections going once.
Yeah, otherwise no.
Sounds like no objections.
No.
Then that's how we're gonna break it down.
Yeah, okay. Let me break it down for you, Mark.
And post the GIF.
I take it this all happens over the course of the short rest, so we can get Undario attuned to the thing.
The regular metabolizer? Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And then reattune to our other shit. Yeah.
Cool. So,
we explode.
And Dario, you hear us? I know you're not speaking at the moment, but...
Alright. Given how things are pressing down, I'm going to give myself 2 first levels back for bless sake. And then my extra 2 charges of the rod. Dink, dink. There you go. Karen looking at his sheet, staring at that divine intervention. How do you work? Do you work? I don't want to learn. I'm too afraid.
So you all attempting to do a regular short rest or use the ring short rest?
Regular short rest. Reading short list is kind of a oh shit. We just got our Molly Whoppers thought. Molly Whoppers.
I too speak the slang of the youth.
Zankiri, ultimate boomer.
As I say something from like 40 years ago.
Karen turns into an old man. You too, huh?
It would be a funny thing. It's like, I too love to get down with the jive. Sir, where is the nearest nursing home that you escaped from?
Karen walks up holding an oversized doobie. Hello, fellow younglings.
All right then.
Yep.
Surprised you didn't
Alright,
argue for recharging that.
So, do we get the short rest?
Where are you wanting to take it?
Where's the... Whoop, wrong button.
Can't get Virgil off my screen.
The answer is yes, I just need to know where you take it. For other reasons.
Get away from you, creature. Virgil, no!
If I'm not mistaken, there's a storage room just before just before if you were coming from the entrance of the dungeon, just before the alchemy 3D printer.
Yes.
Take it
Or
in
just
there.
south of it, yeah.
Or
Or are you talking about the first room you all threw down in?
no,
Either way,
I was talking about the
any of
one
those.
directly west of it.
Ah, yeah, easily done. You all shimmy over there.
If I'm looking at the map right, that is literally just like straight north shot of us from
Okay.
here. It's one
Uh,
hallway.
You all take a short rest, and then can you all make your way to there as you come off your short rest?
Big boy.
Are we here or?
Where I'm focus pinging.
Okay.
Yeah.
North reactor exit. Door should be unlocked, and then I'm just gonna chill in that little hallway there.
There's someone trying to rush us through. You're making us run all the way up there, creature.
No, he said he's gonna run us through the dungeon. So we running.
Running, we're running. And over the short rest, y'all making those fucking wing adjustments?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, so
I'll wait till everyone's done to do it. Dice, Jesus.
There you go, Morgana.
Goddamn.
Yippee!
Why you got banshee wings on? Cloak.
Nice.
Oh yeah, go ahead and take your all's hit dice and whatnot.
Bro took me all the way back
Nice.
to StarCraft with this one.
I was about to say I gotta look up StarCraft Banshees quotes.
Nice.
Holy shit, bitch! You didn't even need that health.
I was
Oh,
at
never-
60.
Never mind. You needed that health.
Like, what do you mean I didn't need it?
That's
Hold
the
that
real reason Morgana was rushing over there to help him.
Ah!
Well, there it is.
There it went. There.
Someone's got to balance the scales.
That because 4 in a row is crazy.
Oh,
Remember how you didn't pay any karmic justice for that guiding bolt, Karen?
Who are
You
you?
still have debt.
Martyr? What was that? The Hill Giants got you? Never mind.
Mm.
For every tit, there is a tat, you little shit.
Karma's coming for you, motherfucker, and I hope they use me as their tool.
I will hire Zwickich right now.
You do it for exposure, don't even. That got him.
Alright, I'm back at max.
I'm at 126 out of
7-Eleven.
130. All right. I got
Oh,
5
I'm
hit dice
dead.
left. I might as well.
Alright, how many was that? 1, 2,
Oh.
3, 4,
That's
5.
okay.
Alright.
Now I'm at 130 out of 132, so I'm happy.
Do you have any hit dice
Never mind.
left?
Yes, 4.
Okay.
That's that meal pretty good.
4.
She's saving it for the oh shit area.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, I can't get lower than a 4, so like I'm playing the prices right here.
Yeah,
if I go
I mean, makes sense.
She has 4 hollow dice to spend if we have to get in the ring. That's smart.
Well, I'm pretty well off after that.
I should fucking hope so.
What do you mean? I was chugging hit dice.
Go hug the generator.
Go. I'm just gonna go ahead and boop.
Again, first off your token, you goblin. He's staring into my soul. He knows my sins.
Let me know when you all have finished your short rest.
Let's see here.
It should be like a everybody sound off sort of thing.
I'm done.
I'm
I
done.
don't think I had anything else. I'm good.
Finished.
3, 4.
Just imagine the Mario Party announcer. Finish.
I'm gonna finish.
Hey! Hi! Your princess is at a castle, Mario!
Katira, are you done?
Yeah. That was a very ominous question.
Well, you never answered when I asked everybody to sign off when they were done.
Oh, sorry.
You good? There's 5, and then I'm talking to Norvin now. Alright, there's all 6. As you all come by, to the right is the continuance of the dungeon, more or less. Or one of the paths forward. For expediency's sake, we'll say you all moved over to that second terminal, completed it, and now all that's left is to find the third boss and drop him.
Was there anything in that room to the far west of the reactor?
There was a terminal. Did you all want to use it? Or investigate it?
It's over. Get a 30 your last word.
Yes,
or die.
I mean, if
Can you give me an investigation check as you start to look it over for what it does?
yeah, 11.
It seems to be a security terminal that you could use to try and divert those, like the outside shelling and whatnot. Seems like you could rearrange the priorities here to better suit you. Would you like to attempt?
What is it for again?
You'd
You
be
said outside shellings.
so the way power is being moved about in the station, the outside shields are their highest priority. You could change things up to, otherwise lean to your advantage. If you had something you wanted to try and do, or specifically sabotage the ship, you could try it here.
Don't think we should sabotage it anymore. I don't know. Anyone got any ideas? You think?
You said this is like the security terminal that they're using, or that is more or less controlling the shots they're taking at the ships in orbit around us, right?
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Go ahead and give me an investigation as well.
I do have one idea.
As I'm kind of assuming this is Zonkiri stepping up to examine it and pitch out ideas. With a 29, you'll see this is a booby trap terminal. If you use it, it'll fill the whole room with cloud kill.
Hey.
We didn't use it.
I was waiting for somebody to sort of narratively step forward and examine it like that, or you all were going to put forth an idea and try it, and you all would have a round of cloud kill damage after your short rest.
So is it just a completely bunk terminal?
Yeah, it is set up to be booby trapped.
Okay.
Like, the actual connection stuff are all cut, and it's just set to spring a trap.
Funny.
I mean,
Seemingly done
Yes,
by that Tachyon Runner Supreme. That they went in and broke off the connections so that you couldn't cause the ship to just become inert, and then left it as a little booby trap for somebody who might attempt it, as you all were kind of blasting through the rooms.
Yeah, no, my idea wasn't to turn it off.
It was just turn it up and not have enough power supply and launch everything.
No, it was to mess with their sensors as to which ship was which. Switch friend and foe on their screens. And then set it for, like, in 30 minutes when they, like, so that in 30 minutes it switches back. They've switched the enemies and friends on our screen. Switch who you're targeting. 3 seconds later, it switches back.
Whoa! You idiot!
Ultimate disruption.
To your right, you see a room that previously had some exposed wiring that had, while the reactor was turned on and up, like you all had have now disabled, had made passing through the room impossible without getting vaporized, or otherwise just stunned and vaporized trying to get through. It is now able to be passed through with no issue.
Ooh.
This was just a little stopping point in the dungeon to make you deal with the reactor. One of them.
Uh-oh. Stinky.
Yeah, that's the little coiling I was talking about.
Somebody had a oil spill.
Into the basin. What? Where?
Rumpompolo appears.
It was me.
Monster Hunter is not infected by a brand. I don't know what you're talking about.
Next campaign, be like,
So what's this thing?
On the floor? It's just the, like, there's, like, metal coiling in the floor while the reactor is on. It just kind of, like, arc turret, zap anything to pass through. It's turned off now.
Ah. Okay, I thought you meant the door was locked, not the
No.
was
The
blocked.
room was filled with Tesla coil bullshit.
Reason I was questioning because of a little lock symbol right here.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was the, like, if you would come up, it was locked for your safety, and you couldn't get through.
Ah.
Kind of a visual
kinds
indicator
of
of
them?
can't go this way. Well, it's not actually there. It's for your players.
Okay.
You will also now see the window to the other through the main reactor from the other side.
Hello.
And Daryl, you've gone the wrong way. Oh, were you just building out the Explorer map? I'm assuming that's what happened. Whatever's behind these doors has been cut off from other parts of the station, so.
Oh, that's just a classically ominous sight. Long empty hallway with a treasure chest at the end of it.
Mogana, fetch.
Run on all fours.
Morgana turns into Goddard from Jenny Neutron.
Skew me.
Goddard, what are my options?
Alright, yeah, definitely checking for traps in this hallway.
Alright, perception folks. Give me those perception checks. Investigation folks. Give me those investigation checks.
Don't mind if I do. 25.
26.
Nice.
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 Out of my way, gay boy. I'm ascending to God.
Fitting that you clocked this one, Karen.
Hydrated.
And that Sun Carrier was the second most. It's fitting that all three of you have gotten well in this. You see the distinct markings of a militant stronghold in this sector of the base. It seems their internal teleportation relays used to work before you all turned down the reactor. This seemed to be one of the mobilization points of pulling people in and out and to their stations. And as you pass through, I'm going to go ahead and unlock the doors. Feel free to move, there's no trap. You see gear spread about. So much so with a natural 20, Karen, you get 2 of the R&D gears rather than 1.
Yay.
So all that's left is the Solar Nexus apparatus, the Solar Halo. A damage amplifier for the Arcarnage, Electrite bombs.
Do I have to write this down anywhere?
No, you get to pick 2 of these.
Oh, okay. Well. Yeah,
You want me to say those again?
Yes, I
Okay. Arcarnage damage
I was frantically
increase.
trying to write things down.
Arcarnage axe damage increase.
Alright.
Solar Nexus. Electrite bomb. 68 force plus... Or 68 force damage. DC 15 dex save.
A little devil angel on my twink on my shoulder may have implied I might need that solar nexus.
Why would you, the guy who wants to fight a bunch of vampires, want a weapon that constantly spouts solar radiation?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yep.
That just made me think of something. Was that in character what what you said a minute ago?
No.
Okay.
The demon twink tapped on his shoulder thing?
No, I'm not calling Zenkiria twink, no.
No, calling Zunkiri gay.
No man alive can comprehend my sexual reference.
That's exactly what I have thought of.
Fool.
You Alucard.
No one alive can comprehend my sexual preferences.
You Alucard freaks.
Brother, do not.
I'm
Hey,
destroying...
Hey, kids, want to see a dead body?
You are a dead body!
I'm destroying your 70-inch plasma screen TV.
Nah! Anyway, yes, I would like the solar nexus. Do we want the since you said I have 2?
You have 1 more after the Nexus, so... Arcarnage
I'll
damage
get
amp
up to-
or Electrite bomb.
What do y'all want? I just want the solar nexus. I like bombs, but I'll take anything else if anyone wants anything.
I don't think I have a particular preference.
This is a similar, if you remember way back to when you all fought the, I forgot the name of the slavers in the Underdark. You all had found those 2 compressed electrites that were no longer usable too unstable to use to power things, but they were much stronger explosions. Similar to that.
Like the future version. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is perfectly spherical and is just like instead of that large cylindrical tube, it's a hand grenade version that they've been developing.
You know what? Hang on. Karen looks at this. I presumably think he walks up to Morgana, taps from the shoulder.
Yes.
You were going to use the Arcarnage Axe, right?
I do not typically use axes.
Mm-mm. Doing a bomb.
I
suppose.
think the Arcarnage axe upgrade might actually be better for us than a singular grenade.
You okay?
Yep.
I'm convinced.
I'm percolating several ideas at the moment.
And also
Well-
touching your mic.
Well, he's stewing in his own juices. I'll take that Arcarnage Axe
Okay.
to upgrade and the solar nexus.
You find all that. And feel free to open the doors. They are open to you.
Do I get these now? Or
Yes,
yeah.
you have them now.
Yeah.
Did you
Can
want to
I
go ahead
see
and make
the,
the Nexus?
Yeah, the Nexus and the axe upgrade.
There's that. And have I made a handout for the axe yet? No, I have not.
How do I make this as an item? Goddamn.
Get to typing, big boy.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, I can't attune to it right now anyway, so I'll do that in a moment. But I'm not trying to move around.
So, standard Arcarnage Great Axe. You would increase it. Additional. Yeah, I was going to upgrade the. You can choose. Would you rather the damage it does to the when you hit a spellcaster go up, or the base damage? So it'll be just like push it to like a +3 axe on normal damage, or I'll increase the hit dice when you hit a spellcaster. So more damage
Not the one
for
using it. I don't
more
care.
damage on the spellcaster, but obviously, not
Good
always.
gallery. I'm not gonna be the one using this. Hey, guess the hit dice on spellcasters.
I'll probably only, if I'm the one that's going to be using it, I'll probably only ever use it on a spellcaster. So I doubt it's stronger than my
No.
chainsaws.
Would you look at that?
So it'll do
DP
an
as a
additional.
spellcaster?
It'll do an additional 4d8 plus 3.
Is it a battle axe or a great axe?
Read the name in chat.
Oh, well, that answered that question.
You're on
It might not
great
even
axe.
be use it. Or it'll only be worth it if I'm trying to get rid of those slots.
Uh,
A log of gameplay.
Would the +3 go to its attack too, or just the damage?
attack and damage. It would become a plus 3 Arcana checks. So plus 3 attack and plus 3 damage.
Worst case scenario,
I
Silver breaks it later on. It just puts on Morgana's other shit.
would suggest we go with the +3 to the, or just turning it into a +3. Because 2d, so an extra 2d8 against spellcasters will get an average of 9 extra damage on hitting them. But +3 to it will get an extra +3, so it's only a 6 different damage. And it'll have an extra 15% chance of hitting, which will probably push it over the edge. And also make it just more general use.
And to answer what you were saying, Karen, I've already talked to Shane. He's reaching the limit of what any magic item can hold. Every time he attempts to add something more to it, there's a chance it blows the whole thing up. So
Now we win those.
So yes, possible, but if he flies too close to the sun, his wax wings are gonna melt.
What if we hire out a consulting firm on forging? I don't know. Perhaps some.
None of them want to speak to you.
Why not?
Your reputation.
What?
You,
That's crazy.
you
Pretty
all
sure-
have a history of going into places and chaos fills the entire area for months, if not years.
I'm pretty sure the most proficient magical weapons.
Didn't say don't know who I am, did they?
You're also
It's in the party.
besieging the nearest biggest fucking weapons guy. So
I'm talking about Doomstag. All right.
I know.
Anyway. +3, yay or nay, guys?
All
Yeah,
for
sure.
it.
Timer Mancy the +3 thing.
Cool.
Let's keep moving then.
Yep.
Just more and more storage of stuff, empty crates, and nothing of interest. These are the rooms where you pulled the R&D stuff from.
You got the cool JPEGs of the crates in here.
Thank you.
Wonder where this door could connect to. More
More
crates.
One does not simply walk up to it.
I don't know. I think we might simply walk up to it.
Fool. Oh, did not mean to open that one, but little teaser.
Didn't see anything, so.
I saw that there was something in there, but not what it was.
I'm not going to comment.
I'm looking at a mace.
That's valid.
So are you making it
More
now,
cr-
Karen?
Just more crates of supplies.
I kind of can't. We're moving.
You kind of can't.
I can't. No.
Okay. Okay.
You're very insistent on paying attention on where we're moving, or else we're gonna get hit. So I can't.
At the moment, yes.
Mhm.
Karen forcing himself to tear his eyes away from the mace to look at the path.
It's got a purple and orange label on it. Liv, it's a rare item.
I know. That's why he's forcing himself to tear his eyes away.
He can't even make it now to start with. We have to go back to the fabricator and make the parts at the fabricator.
I'm looking at. I have the Solar Nexus NFT.
That's what I thought I saw.
More crates.
Yeah, that was what I thought I saw, but I wasn't certain.
Thank you for the NFT, Connor. I'm now.
You're welcome.
For sure.
You are the legal owner of it on the blockchain.
Epic.
Hold on, guys. I smell funny business behind this next door.
Uh-huh.
I think your sniffer's broken. There's nothing funny behind that door. I don't know why you guys are stacking up. It's not that circular room that you see on the map is nothing special.
Oh yeah, there's totally not going to be a combat in there.
Stay in.
Nah!
Where's Ondario? There she is.
Norman.
She's already gone.
dragged.
She has taken the Asmodean and she's gone home. And let's roll initiative.
No, new Udger dragged her to the darkness.
Enter the basin.
As you open up the room, you see the storage for those lacrimal extracts, the beholder essence that they are using to fuel the anti-magic ray. Let me go ahead and find second.
The order of the chemistry studies
These are large, rounded things in the floor, as opposed to large tanks, so they do not provide any sort of cover. There is a pylon in the back that you see is routed into like maintaining and keeping these things stirred up. And I'd say with what you all turned down, I'd say the pylon's turned off. The focusing the anti-magic stuff on the ground down below is a little less important than protecting the ship, which is at the moment all I really have power for. I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative for them, and then switch the music.
I see buff man with golden aura.
It's called aura, bro.
You smell like pure
Ate
feather
the
ass.
Kieran. Ate the Kieran horn.
Blink.
Look, just because I don't have a nose doesn't mean I can't sniff things out.
Alright, is everybody on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes! Descending. So we start with our Supreme Spell Reaver. As you all look in, you will spot him in the back. Noticeably, the difference here is sort of Iron Man style in the center of his chest where the sternum would be. You see this apparatus inset and it's slightly exposed. And it cannot be described as anything other than a spell singularity. Just miniature extracts of this lacrimal essence is created its own little reactor of the big ship. And it seems to be overcharging the amount of spells it can conjure. And you see it pulling power out of the sides of the walls. So much so that you see some of the, normally sort of like a green circuit board color. Some of these in here are charred black from the amount of strain it's been pulling since you all turned down the reactor.
Holy shit, I just realized something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice it till I saw the elite spell reaver. I've been completely misreading the tokens on the normal spell reaver, so I did not realize those things were humanoid. I thought those arm, like where its elbows are, it has crossed arms, right?
Yes.
I thought the elbows on it were like two little turrets out of like the head of a spider-legged creature.
Let me pull up the...
I didn't realize these things had a face. Like, hold the fuck up. I thought like...
I can kind of see it. I'm I'm gonna share you the standard spell reaver sheet so you can see the full art. Actually, no, I'll just post it in the Discord. Because it should be in my recently downloaded.
I thought the top part of it was like a targeting thing, and it had like 2 little eye turrets, and it was shooting things. I did not realize these things were humanoid.
That is what they look like.
I thought they looked like creepers.
Aw, man.
Reaper.
No, but they've got the like gently floating, like Omni-Man sort of pose.
I was about to say.
Nope, they're still gonna be mechanical creeper turrets to me. The elite one he looks more humanoid because he's special.
So he's gonna open with a time stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll the d4 for the amount of turns he gets. Alright.
5 seconds have passed.
Fittingly, I'm gonna
Is that-
pause the music.
Wait a minute. Is that just the villain from Wakfu? Squints.
Hey. So we
Hold on.
cast
a minute.
that.
Here.
His movement speed is that. There, turn 2 is going to cast Globe of Invulnerability and move another 30 feet. Turn 3, step up, cast Armor of Agathis. Make sure I'm keeping up with these spells. Right. Cast it at 5th level. Turn 4 starts. He'll cast Blink. And for turn 5, he's going to break the time stop by dropping a Prismatic Spray. That's what happens when you roll a 4 for your time stop. Okay, so a cone of 60 feet. Where does he want to be to shoot this? Let me switch to the cone tool. It is time stopped at the moment in Dario.
You can't cast offensive spells in time stop.
This is
The
what
end of
breaks
it.
him out of it. Like, this is the last turn. When you cast it, you would then fall out of time stop when you cast the spell. He's doing this on his
Shouldn't I
last
be
turn.
able to counterspell it?
No. This happens in an instant. Alright. I think I'm happy with where he's at now, hitting everybody but Karen with the prismatic. I don't think there's any way he could move to catch any more people. So, can everybody but Karen roll me the dexterity saving throw?
Oh shit, Rainbow!
Taste the rainbow.
Dexterity, you say?
Damn
No
it,
damage.
Weird ass Skittles commercials where they're like, acne. Ah, yippee!
Well,
So I'm going to go down the line for everybody's results. Actually, I think it's more fun. You all can roll your d8s for which beams are flying at you. So we'll start in the order that it was rolled. So Zonkiri, go ahead and roll that d8. And okay, a 4. Let me resume the music.
Poison damage.
Oh no. Okay, so 10d6 poison. Are you vulnerable to? Are you immune to poison?
No.
Okay.
Not that I can think of.
Well, undead. You know, I wanted to make sure.
I'm in a living body at the moment. It's not mine, but I am in a living body at the moment.
With a 6, it will be a fail, so it will be the full poison damage. So you take 26 poison damage.
Wow.
Get ready for like 10 more of those, gang. Katira, go ahead and roll me your d8.
No.
You succeed the save of what you get hit by.
Right. which means I take no damage. So anything
monk.
that
Yeah,
has
some of them aren't damaged.
right, but the ones that aren't damaged,
Just roll the d8.
they do nothing if I succeed.
Humor me. Roll it.
No, if
So I take no damage because of evasion.
So you would normally take 10d acid damage, half as much on a successful. It is a dex save. Your evasion posted.
It's
Evasion
is no damage on dex saves if you succeed.
That's why I messed
Half
up.
half if you
half on
fail.
fail, nothing on success.
Allows you to make two only take half damage. Yeah, I mean that's the effect you are being affected by. So you dodge the acid beam.
Yeah.
That's for the ghoul.
Yeah.
Another 2 is acid, and then a 6 is the petrification one. So how did they do on their saves? So the second one is restrained as the petrification beam impacts it. The first one succeeds and will take only half acid damage.
okay.
So half of that,
All right.
19 acid damage to him. At the end of each of its turns, it'll make its con save. 3 fails, petrified.
Yeah.
Up next is Morgana. Give me that D8.
Alright, Captain. 4. Ain't that fantastic?
Poison damage. Go ahead and.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
I like being a warforged.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Bump, bump, bump.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I forgot whether it was or whether she had advantage on saving throws against poison damage or being poisoned. It's being
Yeah.
poisoned. She has resistance to poison damage.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So with your natural 20, you take half this. Who rolled that?
Oh, you rolled them. I thought you said to roll the damage.
Just the D8s, but I appreciate the go-getter attitude.
My fault, King.
Damn.
Didn't mean to step on your toes.
I wish I'd let you.
6.
6 poison damage to you, Morgana. After all your stuff.
Just a light cough.
Okay, and then after Morgana, Silver.
How nice of him to stand right next to me.
Well, he still has his movement. He's gonna back up with everything he has.
Not enough.
3. A
Lightning
3
damage.
lightning damage. And with a natural 1, you will take full damage.
Okay.
32 lightning damage. And then I think there's only one more, right? And Ariel. D8. I was hoping for one. You get hit by 2 beams. Roll 2 more D8. Re-rolling any 8 you roll. Oh my god.
Face the rainbow.
I saw a
Okay.
little fuck you.
That was real. That was not a missed typo. That was 4 and 7, right? Okay.
Poison and restrained. Or no, blinded.
On a failed
A
save, you are blind. Okay, so you are blinded, and you must make a wisdom save at the start of your turn. DC 19. Success. Okay. The successful save ends. If it fails, that creature is transported to another plane of existence of the DM's choosing and is no longer blinded. Typically is banished home while those creatures enter. Okay. And then you said the D4 was just poison. It's a 10. That'll be a full 25 poison damage, blinded, and you all are seeing Andariel start to, like puppet threads are starting to pull her in many directions, and she's starting to become intangible. Okay, so that is its action. For its movement, it is going to back the hell up. And does it have a bonus action?
Another time stop.
Quicken spell, second time stop. Nope. Okay. That will put it to Andariel's turn. Oh. Andariel, can you give me a wisdom saving throw? So if you do not pass the save, you will be banished. And you are 3 short of it. Does anybody have anything they would like to put forward for her?
I got nothing.
I've got the one flash of genius. I have no cards.
Is this the kind of banish where it's concentration, or is it the banish where you're aces?
This is Norman doesn't get to play for the rest of the session.
Ah,
I'll
I hate it.
since I'll give the flash of genius just for the pass.
You reach out and help tether Andariel back here, as you are no longer blinded Andariel at the start of your turn, and you are not sent far, far away.
Just out of curiosity,
You are now able
to
to take your turn as normal.
Where, off the top of your head, where are you gonna send her?
Itadia, of course.
Oh!
Back to Cancerville.
Yeah, like dropped straight in the middle of the wilderness.
Banishing you to Overwatch.
No, I would never banish her to such a toxic landscape.
She's going back. She has to run the under route to get back in.
Oh.
Let me go ahead and find good symbols for the boss so I remember what he has on. He had Armor of Agathis, he had Global Invulnerability. He had Blink.
Just leans
Oh,
back
I do
from
need
that
to roll his
fuck-ass-
Blink.
Hmm?
The boss cast Blink on himself, and I need to roll for it to see if he's displaced.
Aaron leaning back from that fuck shit.
Alright. He remains. Okay. So, take your turn as normal, Andariel. Okay. At the one in the front. The natural one will miss, unfortunately, but the other 2 will hit. Is your Genie's Wrath on there? Okay. Alright. Bam! Big impact. Anything else? I'm going to assume you're done. Okay. Morgana.
It's time. Here we go. Bada bing. Angie.
Damn, I still can't believe fucking 7th level
Did he,
spell,
did
6
he blip
damage.
out of? Did he?
No,
blip
he's
out
still
of
there.
Blink?
He is still there.
He's still there.
He does have a bunch of temp HP from Armor of Agathis. That temp HP does not count towards his blaster. For reasons.
Wait a
sake.
second.
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh.
Real quick. Do we need to kill this guy, or do we just need him to not be here?
You do need to. There's a component in his chest you need.
Okay. Cool.
Were you gonna just send him to nowhere?
I was gonna wait for him to blink out and then planarly lock this place.
Oh, door stuck. Door stuck.
All right. Do you guys want me to just rip through the chaff in front of us, or you want me to jump on the boss's forehead?
Probably rip through the chaff in front of us, because right now he has a bunch of spells on him that are going to fuck you up if you hit him.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Time to introduce you to the gray screen. Baby. Let me make sure to actually have my fucking rage damage on.
What are we gonna do?
Rip and tear. These are at advantage, by the way.
Okay.
In case you didn't figure.
30 will hit. 26 and 4, 30.
Crack.
That'll hit. 22 and 3,
Right.
25.
Reroll the thunder.
Ooh,
Thundercats.
thunder.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. He's rough. Yeah.
And he will be my mark.
Mark.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Grayson.
Alright. There's no real place for me to stand.
Alright. And you already used your bonus action to rage. Any movement?
I guess I'll move right there.
Cool. Karen, you just saw the worst fucking Skittles commercial blast your team. You're fine, though.
Worse, Karen's a boomer. It does double. Let's see here. Karen like shuffles forward, looks in, does not want any of that fuck shit. Shuffles back. Hey, Silver.
Peep the Skies of Excordia Discord. That's what Karen saw.
Yeah, Karen just walks over, just just rubbing his eyes. That was bright. That must have sucked, guys. And he just starts wrapping gauze around around Silver. Here you go, buddy. We had a short rest. Enjoy.
From what we remember, these guys all know Fireball, right?
Wall of fire.
Wall of fire.
Fire.
Not Fireball. They do not have. They have Lightning Bolt, but not Wall of Fire.
Okay. Cool. So,
The big AoEs they have is Lightning Bolt and Wall of Fire, and then it's single target.
And then
okay.
back up
In that case, we probably need to break their line of sight to our group so they don't immediately destroy us after Silver with like 6 walls of fire.
That will be my turn.
Okay. Silver.
I'm gonna shoot him. Where's the guy?
So
The one that shot me.
yeah, that's just a regular ad. The big boss is the one behind.
There, that motherfucker.
This one's the
yes.
one that shot the rainbow.
Yes.
Hold on, Silver. Before you move, I will point out if you don't shut that door, we're gonna have a shit ton of AOE's dropped on us.
Yes. Well, it's not a.
Angry.
Did I roll it as an action to do the doors? No, because I had
It's
monsters.
an object. It's
Yeah.
an object interaction.
So he could shoot and then move up and close it, and it would just be Morgana
Yeah.
stuck in there.
Where did I move?
I think she'll be
I
fine.
was-
Let me in first.
You go after them, Liv. You can open it after.
Just swapping back to where I was, and
Yep.
That's 25. So
So the
Just
guy in front of
gonna-
Morgana is very low, and then there's Big Boss behind it who has a bunch of spells on him protecting him.
See, now I'm gonna have this little nexus.
Did he use Mind Blank, Connor?
Did he use mind? Did the boss use mind
Is the
blink?
memory gone? Is the memory gone, Connor?
You can't even say my name.
That's the memory.
I'll just do 2 normal Topaz Annihilators.
Okay. Surprised you don't have a fucking Solid Snake GIF built in yet, Shane. You just spam anytime I say the words.
you just can't see it yet. It's in the box.
Okay.
All right. A 14 will miss him, unfortunately. The 21 would... Does he have shield? Hi, Penny. Yes, he does. He's going to shield. So the second one will not hit.
Bastard.
Okay. Then I'll just free action, close the door.
All right. Morgana. There's one in front of
Sorry,
you
Morgana.
who sees that the door was just shut.
What's the visitors?
It's now locked in here with you.
Technically, they're locked in with.
It is going to use its antimatter transposer, that teleport ability that I haven't used for 3 sessions. just to teleport over a little bit.
Music makes you lose control. Music makes you...
15, full feet closer. So it essentially would pull, if you fail, will pull you into the space it left. Actually, no. I've got a different idea for it. I'm walking this back because it'll make for a more fun combat.
For who? Oops.
It'll make for a more fun combat. It's going to make 3 punches at you, Morgana. No,
Punches.
that's the different monster. You get an attack of opportunity.
You're gonna regret this, boy. This is at advantage.
21 shield. I think it has that. Let me just, hang on. The base models do not have shield. Never mind. It is fucking whomped.
And it's a new turn, so I get to reroll Savage Attacker
21,
again.
2, 23. Oh, close.
3 more thunder damage.
All right, and I will roll for if it gets stuck in place. It's in single digits, by the way. I said athletics or acrobatics, right?
It's strength or con save, I believe.
Oh, never mind. That's worse for it. It fails. It is held in place.
Get back here, boy.
And it
Them
is going
hooks stop in his shoulder and just hook onto him as I pull him close. You're not going anywhere.
All right. Where is it? There. These will all be at disadvantage because it's in melee. 10. Oh no, you are reckless, so baseline. 3.
You get hit by the first one and the second.
Pew pew.
So 16 damage. Because I take he doesn't have any charge after I beat the brakes off of him.
Correct. He never had any. These ones in here do not seem to be charged up. Maybe because the reactor was turned off.
Don't worry, I got you, fam. Sunburst.
Yeah. Open door, guiding bolt, closed door.
Sunburst, they all pass the saves.
One of them is going to wall of fire. 2 of them, actually. They're just going to try and chokehold that door. So we'll say this one moves up. Here and here. Those 2 north of you, Morgana, other than Big Boss. Wall of fire. Alright. And then the other one is going to step up here. That's 1 foot too. That's 1 square too many. And then eyeing you, Morgana, is going to attempt to hit you with a Crown of Madness, while your party is unable to see what you would be hit by.
I see.
So can you give me a Wisdom saving throw? Is 16 their DC?
I think that's what they've been using.
Okay, I'll believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're the one with the sheet.
Alright, you are affected by Crown of Madness. And your party has not seen this happen, because there are 2 roaring walls of fire and a closed door between them. Okay. And then... whenever you take damage, you re-roll it, right?
Yes. Actually, I don't know about damage. You must use your action to maintain control over the target. Also, the target makes a save at the end of each of its turns.
The damage does not cause you to re-roll it.
Just at the end of each of its turns.
And it doesn't say anything about allies shooting you.
Alright.
There's one more that I forgot to do action for before I had this happen.
Doesn't say anything.
Okay. Then the other one's just gonna shoot you with 3 bolts. These ones are not at disadvantage. Jesus.
7.
Can we fix
No, these are at disadvantage because they are up past 30 feet, so these are just straight rolls.
Well, hit by the same amount of them anyway.
Yeah, but one less crit.
7. Well, I got 0 crits. For
Oh, right. Forget! Okay. And then that will conclude it. The one with your Crown of Madness is down.
this one.
And then the 2 up,
Gotcha.
up top are the Wall of Fires. Cool. Katira, your turn begins. You will hear a loud booming burn on the other side of the door, and it is hot to the touch when you get to it.
God
It
damn
is hot and it is ready.
It's ready.
You can open the door, though. It probably
Okay, I
won't
was
back.
gonna say, is this like the kid that you know when they teach you in school about trying the door handle?
It probably won't. What is it called? Backflare? Backdraft. Probably won't backdraft you.
Can I make a check to see how likely it is that it
he's
will
wrong.
backdraft me?
Wrong way, Connor. Backdraft goes back into the fire.
Outdraft?
You just burn the guy standing there with Morgana by opening the door. That'd be great. You're fine, Liv. You can open the door.
Okay.
And there are... I'm going to change the color of those from purple to be more clear. There are 2 walls of fire there. So you would run through the spell twice if you just walked. They are opaque, though. So your character only sees that there's one. Open your mouth. That
All right,
girl.
then.
Go.
Oh.
Well,
Oh my.
So, Katira only sees the one. But there's a
Of course.
sneaky second one behind it that she would be like, damn, this
No,
wall is thick.
naturally.
And obviously the flames are pointing towards the party.
Naturally. So what Katira would do, I mean, she would touch both of them no matter which way she ran. What Katira is going to do is run until she can see, until she is out of the fire.
Right.
I'll just go ahead and put myself here and make 2 saves. Dex, right?
Yes.
Success. No damage. No. I just fucking barrel roll the somersault through them, and it like extinguishes me just as I'm.
You spin
catching
with
on
such a
fire.
force, you suck the air out of the space ahead of you so there is no flame and just pirouette through the wall somehow. All the robots are looking around and like, how the fuck? Sorry, I thought she couldn't teleport. There's no teleporting. She just did that. How? That's an opaque wall. How did she?
Bill, if
I'm very fast.
And you're just vibrating like the reverse flash on the other side.
want to see me do it again?
So, continue your turn with taking no damage.
All right,
I'd say you can also yell back to your party that there is 2 walls.
There's 2 walls. Do they hear me over the crackling flames?
Yeah, it's loud, but they're not deaf.
Then try to hit the ones that threw it up.
All right. Do
They-
I know who they are?
Morgana does.
Please kill the one next to me.
Got it.
Release.
That kills it.
You just get through the wall and you look around like, all right, what do I do? And Morgana's just fucking like pointing at this one like, kill him now, kill him.
Katira gives you a thumbs up with the hand holding the blade and then just stabs it.
You just lunge forward with the blade, go straight through the skull, and pull back out, and it drops.
A very notable jagged crown on my head.
Does it have? Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
A twisted crown of jagged
Even
iron
if-
appears and a magnet
even if
goes in her
Connor-
eyes.
Hadn't
Even
said
though
that, I would have
it's
been
already
no
done.
incredible.
different than normal for what Katira is used to saying, just with an extra accessory. I'll just kind of point at this guy with the look like him next.
Shake head no.
Shake head no.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
sure,
There
I'll
we go.
allow it.
Yeah, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50.
I can just imagine the 3 spell reavers are just like looking back and forth at each other. She's like pointing like this one. No.
one?
This
This-
one.
no.
Yeah.
I,
And they're staring at this woman who just phased through a wall with no spell. just looking at you, getting your brain lobotomized. Just
Just
thumbs up.
walking through the wall and
Ah, you're
fucking
good? Okay, I'll go.
Puss in Boots too.
Crip walking through the wall in focus mode.
I'm crip walking on the monsters, man.
He's in focus mode.
I'm in focus mode. Speaking of focus mode, key point flurry of blows. Whack.
You hit. Okay. The 14 will not have hit the guy,
No, I assumed.
but the 26 will. What would you like to do to him?
Dex save for prone.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. They're fairly nimble.
They are fairly nimble, but that's okay because it's a freebie. And the other one, 27.
Do it again.
No reactions because I don't want to fuck Silver over.
Fair. And I'm gonna roll his concentration checks for that.
Yep.
The wall drops.
Yeah. One of them's gone.
Boom. 2 walls. Immediately drops the second one.
One wall.
2 big booms.
Boom,
All
boom.
right. Anything else?
That is my turn. I'm satisfied.
Zankiri.
All right. Zankiri is going to. How would be the best here? First time you hit with. Okay, that's an interesting set of circumstances. Zankiri is going to walk through the wall of fire. Hold on. Let me measure something first. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that'll work.
So what are you doing?
He's going to walk through the wall of fire.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pop that.
So, go ahead and make dex save.
Decent. Half damage.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my reaction to halve the damage I take by gaining resistance to fire damage. Using absorb elements. So as I'm walking through it, he's just holding out his sword, and like some of the fire is just coming off the wall, coating his sword as he's like just gangster walking through it.
To see the above mentioned death and Puss in Boots gif.
Yes. So here you go. So weird thing about absorb element.
Oh no.
Didn't want that. I wanted this. So funny thing about it, I don't get the extra damage until my next turn, not my next attack.
Interesting.
That's funny.
So you start to draw, and it just is kind of like the energy is like orbiting your body, and it's slowly coalescing into your blade. It's
Yes.
the only way I can picture that making sense.
Bonus action, astral step
Okay.
over here. Over here. Need that thing taken down. But at the same time, don't like him having that. So, what do you guys think is more important? Taking down the wall of fire or getting those buffs off of him?
Wall of fire.
Everyone who's capable of getting through that wall has gotten through that wall. So
Yeah.
the rest of them need help.
Okay.
Fair.
In that case, I will attack this guy. Also, just to make sure, Connor, I have not done the damage to my character yet. Saving that to the end, so
Okay.
not forgetting.
It's all good, man.
I do have some temporary hit points, so that's why I'm not subtracting it right off of the.
It's all good, man.
Okay.
Come on, Shane.
So I'm going to attack him.
Oh,
I said Saul Goodman twice.
18.
And 18 would hit. It'll shield. Nope, they don't have shield. I forget. The boss does. These don't. That hits.
Really
38 damage. So a DC of 19, right?
Yes.
I'm sure this will go well with its +1.
What could go wrong? Clueless.
Okay.
DC
30,
16.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
18.
Oh god, it all went wrong.
There we go.
Cool. And then one more for good measure.
23, 39, 37, excuse me. And it's dead. It had 38 hit points left.
Cool.
Some way or another, you were getting that concentration down.
You can either drop concentration and die, or you can die and then drop concentration.
Congrats, you have agency. You get to pick the order.
All right. And then this dude doesn't really have much he can do, so he's just going to run in and actually, you know what? Hold on. -7, 38. -7, 38. These two guys, because I only have vision through one of them. And then, so he's going to dash. He's going to dash over to this one. And I'll swap to the.
I gave vision to the second one.
Thank you.
In a light, you see the light. Alright, I'm assuming they're gonna go do their things now.
They're good
Okay.
to do the con save for the one that's turning to stone.
Okay.
1.
Alright. So it still needs 2 more, right? That one didn't have a. That spell doesn't
Yeah.
have a. Okay.
Or so you have to. Yeah, I think it's a 3 and 3.
I'll post it again just to. Those 3 save permanent.
Yeah, 3 and 3.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, and that brings us to the Supreme's turn.
Supreme. Yes.
It's going to look around. It is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Zonkiri. Do you take it?
No.
Okay.
I already used my reaction.
Oh, you did? For what? Oh, yeah, absorb elements.
Absorb elements.
I forgot. It is going to attempt to feeble mind you.
Oh.
Attempt is the keyword.
Okay.
Intelligence saving throw on Zonkiri.
Yeah, it's fairly high. Technically, he could fail, though. I think.
Yeah, if I rolled a 3 or 1, 2, or 3, yeah.
Oh my. When did you get to a Oh, right. I'm
10 plus
and
prof.
Yeah.
the book.
If it had worked, it would have been phenomenal.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been amazing. We would have gotten to see what Mindless Sunkiri looks like, and Mindless Sunkiri is not a fun thing.
But
So, what does it look like when he tries to crush Zonkiri's personality?
that little singularity in his chest, he identifies that you are the Zonkiri. And you'll just hear a gotcha, as it kind of like these high level spells. It like plucks out this dark matter thread, pulls between its fingers, and like launches this elastic spell towards its targets. It tries to do the same thing aimed at your head and just JFK you. And it just kind of like the darkness impacts with a greater darkness and is absorbed.
Wow.
Can't believe this man thought he was Harvey Oswald.
Not ideal.
I'm going to hurt you soon.
For everyone's sakes, I hope you better hope you don't have a soul.
I would like to point out specifically, Zunkiri did not say he was going to kill him soon. He did not say he was going to destroy him soon. He just said he's going to hurt him soon.
Can a machine feel fear?
I'm trying to retrace what he moved 10, 20. Let's move to there. We'll make 30, and then a bonus action. So end of his turn. Blink. He does on the ethereal plane. I'll just tint him a color to make it easier. And that brings us to Endariel's turn.
I'm going to hurt you soon. Poofs.
Immediately he skedaddles into another plane to try and hide.
All I see is cinnamon.
Zunkiri's eyes are still tracking him in the other plane.
He just sees like a normal body and then like Vanta black dots staring at him.
Oh no!
Windows of the soul and all that.
Through all of time and space, you are fucked. You have always been fucked.
You always will be fucked. Dariel, you're up.
And Zankiri's feeling romantic.
Alright. I'm assuming that was at the one above Katira. I think that's where the pulse was. I believe that one... Only the second one will hit. So, total of 18. Alright. Morgana. Crown of Madness. There's nobody to attack in your melee. I'll post it again.
Means I get to act normally.
Dragon act normally on his turn if you choose no creature or none are within its reach.
Creature that casts that is.
It's still up.
Come
It's
in.
up.
I just hit it.
No, that was the Wallfire one. The one that cast it was up and around the corner.
The one who Morgana is
Now in
walking
melee,
up
yeah.
to.
Damn, I can't believe Morgana's aura farming up the Gravios.
I'll show you madness.
Oh no.
Alright,
Rip.
a 30 will hit.
Rip.
23 and 28. Fergus, you did put that damage on at the end of your turn, right?
Fuck, no, I didn't. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How
Yeah,
much
we
was
can
that? The last thunder. 6 more thunder damage.
He almost fell into Blair's category.
Is 8. It's 8 damage. I'll lose 1 HP from it. Blink.
Blink.
Alright, let me go ahead and roll those concentration checks. It's down. You are no longer being ice pick lobotomied, Morgana.
As she bitch slaps him with the first 2 attacks, she's gonna rip the crown off of her head, throw it at his forehead, and then hit him with the third.
Make sure to pick up every piece of the monster. He took a slinger pot.
Alright. Anything else, Morgana?
So I got Munder and
Nope.
Butler on their head.
Remark him. That's it.
Alright, Cairn.
I just finished Resden. Let's see. While Karen was zoning out, let's see how everyone's doing. Just slide 20 feet over here. Nope, wrong button. Just slide 5 feet more over here. And Ariel. Blink. Take 23 HP.
to GM for some reason.
Was it? Oh yeah, sorry. I was playing with I was adding the stuff and I didn't want to accidentally bip it during combat. Yeah, take 23 HP, Norvin. Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, for a moment there, I suddenly forgot if I'd actually hit start on the recording. I did.
All right.
Pretty tragic.
Pretty funny. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, Silver.
Yep. I guess I'll shoot this guy right up there.
Okay.
Boop.
Right now, the Supreme is looking a little bit like Odysseus seeing his fucking men get drowned. So you're just fucking spiking everybody into the dirt.
Captain!
What are your orders, Supreme? What are your orders?
And you see, this is why mages have front lines.
23 and 16.
The 16 just misses. So,
Yep.
anything else?
That's all for me.
Okay. The Spell Reaver there in front of you, Katira, is going to... Lightning Bolt or Wall of Fire? Oh, wait, no, it's 120 foot. I think it's going to be Lightning Beam. Yeah. Point blank Lightning Beam. Surely she can't dodge this.
Karen looks into her.
About to turn into fucking Wesker.
Katira, you take no damage.
Yep.
You three back here. And Dariel, Silver.
Hold on. Lightning bolt's only 5 foot wide.
I have the beam drawn.
And if you just put it in a straight line, I'm pretty sure it just takes up the whole square, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sturdy saving throw.
So success and failure. And then I need one from you, Silver. So can you take the full 34? Hey guys, it's a beam like you guys got hit with. Boom! Straight to the chest.
Yep.
I
Sorry.
could mug this,
Well,
but I'm
I have
saving
to roll
for when
for
this thing comes
something.
up.
Roll a dexterity save.
You're up.
Lightning bolt came through.
Okay. Right.
Ruthlessness is mercy upon.
And then similarly, this one at the bottom is going to launch a beam to catch Ghoul, Morgana, and Zonkiri. Ooh. Danger sense be like.
The law of equivalent exchange.
Maybe rolling pretty good.
The gas takes half damage. That was a really good lightning bolt. Both of them were. Alright. And insult to injury, this one down here is going to Oh no, actually I think that's that would when you cast through a God, what's the spell called? Globe of Invulnerability. The spell would continue on the other side, right? Or does it full stop?
He's not on the current plane of existence.
Oh, you're right. This one will step up here and lightning bolt this way.
He's too scared to come back.
So Katira and Zonkiri now.
Called survival instincts.
Oh, I finally failed one. Half damage.
What did it cost? Several monsters once a day usability. Alright. This should be all of them.
But to answer your question, yes.
Okay. Katira.
1 second. There we go. There's the GIF.
The GIF.
Alright.
In the different directions.
Minus 10. Alright, the one that is right in front of me. Whack.
21 will hit.
Alrighty.
Penny's begging me to play with her right now.
Gary, come on.
You're playing with a different group of dogs at the moment.
You goddamn right. Okay, both of those hit. It's still up.
I'm just gonna do a regular bonus action, so wang.
Smart.
Listen, roll up a character sheet for Penny.
What do you think the final boss is? You remember that fucking Jade Panther from El Dorado?
Oh no.
Anything else, Katira?
Nope, I'm happy.
Alright, Zonkiri.
Alright, gonna go ahead and start with the ghouls. Con save for that one. Fail.
Alright, he's almost
One more and he's
petrified.
stone. Other one's going to take a swing at the Reaver in front of him. 23.
That'll hit. For 16 slashing, and I will roll that con save. It just saves.
Alright. I'm going to move over here to get closer to that one.
There's just enough venom in it from the ghoul that its face would be numb. It's time to feel my face.
Alright. And then Zonkiri is going to move here.
Staring the motherfucker down.
Look into my eyes. I want to watch you die.
Actually, no. Zonkiri's going to move right where he is.
Is that possible?
He's not on this plane of existence.
So what happens when he reappears? He just gets spat out in a...
So with Blink, you can appear within 10 feet of where you originally appeared.
Right.
So he can appear anywhere within 10 feet of Zonkiri. And then I am going to...
I just had a very cool image of Zonkiri with his time magic, just showing the reflection of the moment he kills this thing in agony, just on his eyes, and just getting like face to face so he can see it.
He's just going to start engulfing him from the other plane. He is going to... Since these guys have counterspell, he's going to subtle cast a spell. He is not going to unleash it yet. He is going to be holding a spell for the reappearance of the big Reaver.
Okay. Which happens in a moment. He'll appear here, and your held action goes off.
Oh.
Let me take off his tint. Spell magic, okay. You want to increase any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Free spell. Oh, it attempts to break all magic.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Did not know that. You are within its...
Yep. That's why I moved. That's why I moved exactly where he was, so he couldn't get away from me.
No, you're within the Dome of Invulnerability. Your spell can't be cast.
Dome of Invulnerability stops spells going into it.
Oh, shit.
I do believe we've had this conversation before.
Oh, shit.
If you're in the radius, it doesn't help you.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. And you subtle cast it so they can't... You've not used your subtle cast this whole fucking dungeon?
No. I've been casting spells.
Okay, so it's subtle so they can't... Okay, well, you know what? Fuck me. I mean, you put some effort into it.
Gaming.
After you, I know you're waiting for it. Go ahead and roll them fucking D whatevers.
I need to know how many.
So you end the blink, because it's a 3rd level. Upcast spells would count as a higher level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that,
Except for with Globe of Invulnerability, I believe. Because I think even if they're up, yeah, even if the spell is up, that doesn't
Well, I
matter
mean,
for this. But
yeah. Armor of Agathis was cast at 5th level, so you'll need a roll for that, and you'll need a roll for Globe of Invulnerability.
okay. So this is for the Armor of Agathis
It's gone. Goodbye,
and the
50
Globe of
temp HP.
Invulnerability.
Is that just...
Bye bye.
Well, isn't that just something? And these aren't like a save he could...
Nope.
No. Well played, sir. How dare I try and put a mage in front of you and say, haha, he has time stop. Look at him prepare.
You made the mistake of getting into a wizard battle with me.
Never
He
involved
watches-
in a world war with Asia.
Damn.
Get involved in wizard battle.
Dispel
with
magic.
Fun-
I had thought... I remember way back when you told me that's not how Dispel magic works, but okay. And I was like, what is he talking about? You just... If you don't know what's something affecting him, you just... no. I don't know what I was remembering, but clearly not the right spell. Damn. Just, Doug Dimmadamn it. Frankly. Well, he appears and suddenly all his buffs are gone. And he is out of everything from 6th level and above has already been spent. Just,
And I would like to argue for flavor. It's not even Zonkiri waiting for him to reappear. Zonkiri walking into him just ends all of his spells and drags him back.
And he just like falls out of the ethereal plane 10 feet from you. He's like, what the fuck? And you just kind of... To those with the ability to see magic in the way you can, it just looks like you're a sponge absorbing radiation. Just... Yummy.
Morgana just sitting there like Rock Samson.
What the fuck?
You think you know what the singularity is? How funny.
He's gonna use his action to cast Blink again because that was terrifying. So first turn when you cast it, you're guaranteed to blink, right?
No.
No? Awesome. Alright. And then he's going to spend 30 feet.
Do I want to bully him?
There. Ends his turn.
Yes.
Roll 1d20.
Hold on.
You're gonna counterspell his blink.
I was seriously considering it.
That's just mean.
Yes.
Um,
On Kiri.
It does seem in character, but I will let you choose.
I need to do it with a 4th level because I'm at a 3rd levels.
I was arguing for it. See?
I don't need to.
But would Zonkiri... I know Fergus doesn't want to waste the spell slot on it, but what would Zonkiri do as an enemy is running in fear from him?
He's got you there.
Okay, so I'm posting this because it is Zonkiri's bond.
I think the real question is his soul bigger than your head?
So, as much as it pains me to do it, I feel like this is probably one of those like just defining character traits.
Yeah.
So yes, Zonkiri is going to counterspell it at 4th level.
Yeah, he's gone.
No one blames you, bro.
Hold on, I have to do things to be able to do this because I already used my reaction to dispel magic.
Right.
Anyways, here's my extra reaction card.
Anyway, here's Wonder Roll.
Hurting a freaking 4th level spell and a spell card just stuff. Yeah. Zonkiri, sometimes you vex me.
Give me just an intimidation check at advantage. I might give this guy the frightened condition.
22.
Yeah, he's frightened of you.
What color are his pants?
It might if he were able to soil himself, they would be.
Hold on. Zonkiri just looks at him and
He
says,
leaked oil.
Wouldn't you happen to know? It's soon.
God, the idea of Zonkiri walking up to you, obviously saying something like 32 years, 7 days, and 10 seconds. But in this case, it's just 32 seconds, 31, 30.
It's that joke where it's the doctor is like, well, how much time do I have? 5.
Yep.
5 what? 4.
Okay, he is frightened of you for, let's say, a minute. which is effectively the rest of his lifespan, and then some.
10 times is remaining. I'm on her.
Sorry, playing with Penny as well. Alright. Okay, so his action's gone. He doesn't have any bonus actions. He's frightened. And Daryl, your turn begins. He'll just kind of call back at the end of his turn. What are you? I've never seen any mage of... whatever you are. And you think for a moment, as if he's slipping in between planes, he might have caught a glimpse of your true self. Especially when you walked up and looked him in the face. He may have gazed into the abyss, and the abyss may have gazed back. So, and Daryl.
Attacking.
Up. The one above Katira, or... Okay. Move up another square. And then sure. Okay. All of those are the one up top, since I'm assuming you're out of movement. That will kill that one. Oh god. Alright, anything else? Yep. Brings us to Morgana. What would you like to do?
Oh. That bastard's 5 feet away.
Ricky, when I catch you.
When I catch you, Ricky, why you running?
Fine. I'll let Zankiri have all his fun. Alright, the one next to me.
Oh, I just had a really cool image for Zonkir getting this guy with like the fucking.
I'm gonna need this guy next to me to clock out.
Alright, no.
Like right now.
That
right now.
yeah, that does it by. Oh my god, that does it by 1 point. No, that exactly does it. He had 24 hit points. No, yeah, okay, I'm not stupid.
20, that's 24.
We did the math differently 3 times.
Think.
That is the last normie spell reaver on the board.
Look, his head cut through the chaff. I'm mowing the lawn. Wah.
14 will not hit. Oh, no, wait a minute. 23. Right. 26. Womp. Forehand and backhand. 23 again.
Nice.
Let's see, any rerolls I can do in there? Alright, there's a d6 that I can change from a 1. Alright, 5 more damage.
Alright.
And this guy will be my mark.
Cool.
As
Yeah.
she cuts into him and pulls him closer, she'll like point him at Zankir and then point him at his boss, who is fucking absolutely terrified. Isn't it so nice?
Imagine you do that as you get your chainsaw just like sticking up under its like rib cage facsimile, just grinding away.
Are these inset in the floor or are they actual obstacles?
Inset in the floor. They are not cover nor obstacles. Think of them like floor tiling.
Damn.
You would not want to drop a shatter or anything on them though.
Yeah, that wasn't the idea. I was right here, right? So, yeah. Oh wait. It was exactly 30 to get up here. So. Your health is fine. You made your peace. No. Guess I'll just do
Even if you hadn't, I really don't care.
Already forgiven himself for the guiding bolt incident.
I forgave myself. Wait, but I should have gotten another heal there.
Morgana, I'm a saint. I can do this. I'm absolved of my sins.
I'm quite literally an apostle of my own Alright. Yeah, I can't do anything without risking shooting out a spell that would do something retarded. And I'm actually awake right now, so I will just do the healer's kit on myself.
Cool.
I need to. All right, that'll be my turn.
Silver.
And move
Now I'm going to go take my pills.
forward. So. I'm guessing these two are left. I guess I'll shoot the guy with the eye.
All right, that would be the Supreme. Go ahead and fire. Damn! Okay, well that first one will hit. He takes his first bit of
Yeah.
damage. The second one will not, unfortunately. Anything else?
Sadly. That will be all.
Okay. What is this poor sad sack in front of you gonna do? He's got his Wall of Fire, Crown of Madness, and Magic Missile. Not a great outlook.
I mean, so the thing about Magic Missile is you just pick a target, right?
Right.
There is no rule saying he couldn't use it to commit suicide.
Persona!
I mean,
80 is going to use its action to transfer charges to the big boss. It's going to send its 4th level at him. You're the best of us! You can do this! We believe in you! I mean, that's probably about when. Big boss has a better modifier. It's 10 times the spell level instead of 7. Normally he's not going to step away because it's just going to bring him death faster. Katira.
It won't matter. Hello. No, that won't hit. Nope.
Those will whiff.
Yeah, they sure will. I'll spend a key point for flurry of blows.
Disrespect.
There we go.
That'll hit. And knocking him prone. No reactions.
Yeah, let's knock him prone. Let's get him on his
Dex
ass.
save.
Please do
Dex
not
save.
knock him prone.
Fine, then I won't. No reactions.
Yep, no reaction. Second shot.
light work, no reaction.
I figured it was so Morgana could rip and tear it in the next turn, but
If her
Hello.
girlfriend says no, who am I to deny her?
second one, please.
I'm gonna scoot over here. So I got another 10 feet of movement anyway.
You-
So
You're still not flanking, but good job.
no, that's not why.
Okay.
I don't want to be standing directly next to one of my. Ooh, that
Ooh.
misses. I don't want to be standing directly next to one of my teammates when the Supreme Spellcaster gets his turn.
Fair. Sunkiri.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah. Zonkiri's just going to walk up to the guy. Just looking him in the face.
You see fear. You see those like threads of like spell singularity in his chest, just like a heartbeat. It's racing fast and just pulsing. Vroom, 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 vroom. What do you do?
Zonkiri is going to He's going to look at the guy and he's going to say, I will give you one chance. And he raises up his sword and waits for the guy's waits to see what his response was. Does he surrender for a swift death?
He is scared, but he has not given up yet.
All right, and the swords will fall.
All right, 9/11. Damn it!
Something fell.
Well, you did reference presidency earlier.
Alright, there goes his temp HP. And some health.
Gary hurts him.
He does. Okay, he is still worried. But, what else do you do?
Ghoulie McGhoul will, fucking run over here, I guess.
Fucking do whatever. You have more of these ghouls, right? Or is this the only two?
No, these are the only two ghasts left.
Ghasts, right.
Yeah.
Somebody remind me where White Boy Carl is.
Oh, it's actually a success.
Oh.
Whiteboard Carl is currently hanging out in the background.
Cool.
Does Ghoul have enough movement speed to get there without dashing, or?
No, he
Okay.
dashes.
The boss's turn.
Yeah. The Cohen's here.
Is this a con save or a deck save? Con. Okay.
When we're designing collections for living spaces, we're inspired by places.
Tell me more about it, Liv.
We're inspired.
I love when ads don't let me be muted. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Katira's got her iPad out learning about designing living spaces.
That was the clearest
Her
her mic has ever been. What the fuck?
I think it was clearer than her.
Oh, you're not gonna trick me into not doing the cone of cold, though.
Ads
The
think
joke's
they are.
on you!
That did more damage than the prismatic spray.
So, you three and the remaining ad, he's desperately going to cone of cold at 5th level. Zonkiri, did those last attacks have your absorb elements damage on it?
No, it only lasts one turn, and the turn that I had it, I was when I dispelled them.
I see.
Yeah.
Counter spell, level 5.
You're within range. Yes, you're 70 feet away.
60 feet.
Oh, I was looking.
Was Zonkiri, you're the only...
Yeah, I will counterspell.
Okay. At...
A 4th.
Alright.
I don't have any more 3rds left.
Go ahead and roll it, because he's defeated. Fuck you.
So he holds his hand up to unleash the counters, or to unleash the cone of cold, and Zonkiri just takes his hand and just like slowly cups it over the other one, just contains the blast inside his hand.
I really thought you were just gonna grab his hand and gently lower it and give him like a no.
I mean, he'll do that afterward.
So you just absorb the fucking spell out of him, and he has no idea how you're doing this. And you just lower back down.
The chance is gone. No more fighting. Just dying.
And Daryl.
Society.
Is that the big boss or little guy? Okay. There it is.
I made it into a macro.
Good man. Alright. Damage taken. Morgana,
Yes.
your turn.
I'm trying to watch the show. You die
Is that motherfucking gonna get That's a hit. 24. See, I learned from the last time you rolled exactly like that.
Has the same numbers in every spot.
Mhm.
Also, how's he looking?
One more would get him of that damage. He's at 21 health, I'll just tell you.
That damage.
He has 21 health.
21. We gambling.
Ah,
Extra bonus action. You pick that shit back up.
shit, my bad, man. Hang on.
Again!
Okay. What was wrong with the second regular attack?
Saving it.
Okay. 18,
That's
21. That'll do it. Yeah, you have one main attack left.
Gonna walk behind him. And gonna roll a grapple.
Oh no.
I'm about to hold him in front of the Zonkiri train.
Oh no!
Oh, I wonder.
Fragile, insignificant.
You grab him by the neck and lift him just barely off the floor. Being robotic, you're not crushing his windpipe and choking him, but he is held aloft in air jail. Care. He's now frightened and grappled.
Make it look pretty, Zonkiri.
Aaron just gazes at the scene and just goes, nah. just, he just sees the level of sadism. I existed at a level close to this. This is just no.
Okay. You're just gonna forego your turn, or
he'll take the dodge. He'll take the dodge action. He's like, nah, I'll be over here. Popping a blunt.
using one of the dead corpses, just popping, lighting off them.
Hey, hold this, and then just like the sound of clicking through the door. Come on. Ah, there we go.
So I'm curious. Silver, your turn.
Do I look like a philosopher to you?
Woe be unto the man who steals this kill from Zonkiri. It's got 58 health.
58 health?
Yeah. Because I know you all are going to want to not kill it and let him do his horrible, horrible things to it. You guys are just setting him up.
He's a necromancer. We could kill him and he could still do all of his horrible, horrible things to it.
Yeah, but you take out half the fun.
Do we?
Killing is half the battle. Resurrecting's the other.
I was tempted to disintegrate him just to end his misery, but I think we need something from him.
You do need the thing you need is a component in his chest. Disintegrating him would be very bad.
Yeah. That I also have to. That also means I have to be worried about sharpshooter. I mean my Topaz Annihilator, because that will disintegrate him if I actually kill.
Yeah.
I never used this. Let me go see how this will be. I shoot him with my lightning launcher.
Hey!
Bing.
It's John Artificer.
Zzz.
What's the second one for? Oh. That's the secondary if I choose. Yeah, I'll choose to do the secondary. lightning for that one extra 1d6.
It doesn't have a secondary effect.
It does now because now it causes them to glow, and my next attack has advantage
Nice.
with an extra 1d6.
Does it say any attack or just your? Like, could you have been doing this and then dropping your sharpshooters to give yourself advantage every turn? Question for another time. Go ahead and make your second attack.
I believe it's just for the lightning launcher. Yeah.
Go make that second attack.
Attack for the launcher. So, boom.
25 hits.
With the extra...
Ah!
Oh, my intelligence isn't... Is my intelligence even being put
He's
on
got
there?
his reaction. He'll shield it to... Oh, wait, no. It still hits. Never mind. Another
my
10.
intelligence is...
Alright, anything else? Or are we moving on?
Hold up. I'm just looking at this. My intelligence isn't being added to the second attack, so...
Well, it's just an additional die. You don't add your modifier twice.
Right. Never mind. Okay.
That's also
all
only
I'm gonna
once. So you don't get the lightning damage twice. Alright. And...
Turn.
Yeah, you get to do the second d6 once per turn. Once on each of your turns when you hit a creature with it. You can deal an extra d6.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The second second d6 only goes once.
No.
Once on each of your turns when you hit it.
That it's the it's the perfected armor. If in addition, the next attack roll is at advantage. If your attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d6. So yeah.
I was looking at the base one. Okay. Yeah. And it's not just you, it's the next attack against it. So you just have like free guiding bolts on those. In addition, the next attack roll has advantage against it has advantage, and if it hits, that next attack does an extra d6 regardless of who does it. So, it does not say once per turn, so it would still have that effect on it. So yes, to answer the thing I said, you could pop one lightning launcher to hope for advantage and then shoot sharpshooter at advantage. But currently this thing is zippy-zappied from your second lightning launcher. And we move on to Katira.
Alright, boys! Hello. Nice!
Nice.
Nice.
13 and 5 for a total of 18 damage. 19 health left.
19 health left.
Yeah.
I'll look at Zonkiri. Oh, just like I did with Morgana, and I'll point at him.
Zonkiri is going to just kind of give you like the one more sign.
One more. Alright. Got it, Chief. Nope. Then I will do just my regular bonus action, because it'll either hit or it won't. There we go.
Okay, that'll hit for 13 more bludgeoning.
Itself!
So you stab it in the side like Christ on the cross. It is you like rip the blade out. He gives you the one more, and you just... Where do you punch him?
Can I punch him in the singularity to, like, solar plexus wind him?
Sure. You hit him, and you see like the rippling of like his whole body's like out of like the housing is busted now, and it's just rattling, and his whole body's just like it's like he's having a seizure.
I look over at Zonkiri and I look at him like this. I give him the shitty wink, A-okay.
He just he holds up the okay for you.
as this guy is seizing, frightened, grappled, and attacks. Oh, well, you already popped the advantage on Katira, but roll me a d6, Katira.
Oh. D6, you say. 5.
You leave it on 1 health.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh, I hope I don't get a 6.
It had 6 health left because of the lightning launcher bit. But on 1 health, Zunkiri, it is delivered on a plate to you by your party. As you see, like, months of training them to fight, you've now, like, practically perfected the serving up an enemy for you order. What do you do?
Finally, it has taken years. And I can finally have a little fun with you all here.
As with everybody being so in sync and
If you put that in the wrong chat.
with everybody so in sync and trained up and marshaled, Zonkiri is he's going to let himself indulge for like the first time since he's met them in combat. And I know these guys are constructs, but I'd make an argument for flavor.
Okay. I will probably allow it.
As Zonkiri is going to cast Blight at 5th level, because he's out of 4th.
Right. Nice.
The Blight, that's not a issue with him being a construct.
Yeah,
Or no, it is. It is, because he's
No.
it doesn't affect constructs.
We don't gotta worry about that. It's fine. You blight him. A strong pimp slap would kill him, so.
No, the reason is because I have stuff that I have to kill him with a necromancy spell for it to work.
That's fine. I'll allow it.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's cool. It's flavor.
Awesome. Then Zonkiri, he just coats his hand in this dark essence as he looks at the guy, just kind of gently caresses his face with his hand as he just slowly reaches down to where that singularity is. Physically grabs hold of it.
You feel the individual threads of it spinning around your fingers like an Gordian knot.
Just slowly pulls it out of the guy's abdomen. Slowly bring it, still staring him directly in the face. Slowly bringing it up to his lips as Zonkiri just almost like a gumball, just gingerly presses it into his mouth to eat it. As he dies to a blight spell, and I have a bunch of HP regenerating stuff that triggers because of that. As Zonkiri gains a stupid amount of health off of killing this guy.
Sick.
As he devours the singularity.
As you get the ending that Darwin should have gotten in X-Men, whatever. First class. You swallow it and you watch his whole system like seizing, just funnier. You see his whole body just like shutting down. You haven't even hit, like, this is an auxiliary piece. This technically wouldn't kill him to remove it. But you doing it in such a way, his body gives up the will to live, and it dies.
All right. Real quick.
Yeah.
What is his CR?
High. Definitely higher than the 12 of the other ones. He's based off an Archmage, so...
At least 12.
Yeah.
Well, no, Archmage is 12, so if he's higher than the other ones, it's probably more like 16 or 18,
yeah,
right?
Let's go with 16.
Okay, 16. Okay, so as Staff of the Whisper King activates, roll the number of the monster's CR as if I was rolling my own hit. What's his hit dice? D8?
Yeah.
So that is 16 D8.
Oh, no, these are D10. My bad.
Oh, D10s. Okay. 16 D10. And then Okay, so that's plus 4 times 16. Plus, because I have Grim Harvest and killed him with a Necromancy spell, 5th level, so I regain 3 times the spell's level in HP.
You weren't kidding when you said a ridiculous amount of health.
I go up to full HP from half.
His skin. His skin clears. He now has blonde
You
hair.
all see this possessed body with the rips and tears in it, and you see, much like if somebody shone a bright light through your skin, you could see your skeleton. You all see this like the inverse, a skeleton so dark it's sucking the light out of the room as Zonkiri imbibes this. And you see, like, as the light kind of returns to a normal level, and you're able to see things again, you see now his body is just fully restored, and there's just, like, a little bit of black smoke pouring out of his mouth.
It's fun.
Rihanna just wipes her hands off.
Thanks for doing all that damage to me, Connor.
You're welcome.
It was rather pretty.
This was the fight to try and push Zonkiri, so.
Well, I'll have you know I'm out of 3rd levels, I'm out of 4th levels, and I'm out of 5th levels.
Well. Well, there's another arcane pylon in here. Although it is, like I said, shut down. Easy enough, though, out of combat to turn the reactor up a little bit, pop it, and turn it back down. In fact, for fun's sake, we'll say Silver set in a little bug that he's got a little remote control that out of combat you all can, instead of having to run back, turn it up and down to turn on individual rooms.
Cool.
Just to save you the like, okay, we run back and run here. Though you do only have the one metabolizer.
Yeah, and it's with Undario at the moment, so it doesn't really help.
And that'll do it for combat. You get the final piece of it. I'm going to go ahead and unlock these doors to the right, or left, excuse me. Again, describing what the room is, it is just the like fluid tanks, the like catalytic fuel they use in the Occulus silo.
Opens the door. Leans in.
You all see just a like office areas here, administration. Go ahead and move into the doors, gang. In there you will find the last security checkpoint, and you are ready to advance on to the next level.
All right. Time to answer the big question, guys.
Which is?
We have a statue of a gas now.
Hey, Karen could always Karen could always spend a heal to bring it back. Go on, Karen.
Walk up to it, just blow smoke on it. Oh, didn't
move.
And honestly, considering the other one's currently at 11 health, gonna go ahead and send him back and bring back White Boy Carl.
White Boy Carl!
The fucking Pokeball return. I like to imagine the low health one's like, alright, you, take him to the ship. Drag.
Bring back White Boy Carl!
Bring me the one.
White Boy Carl shows up with a pair of shades.
Bring me the one with the pumped up kicks.
Okay. You all have gotten everything out of the floor you could get that I have not collapsed. Yeah, I'm just scanning back through to verify that statement. You still do have 2 uses on the forge.
Yeah, we're gonna hit those on our way back.
Yay!
Okay. So, did you all get that last recipe? If not, I'm giving it to you now.
No.
Okay. The first recipe, number 1, that you all didn't get is you could do it to give yourself a short rest.
Okay.
Which is crazy. That was the last one. I was like, oh, this will be a way for them to kind of like bounce back in the dungeon. Nope, never got it. Did it all without.
Yes.
And then the +1 to your gear stuff, if you'd like to do that. Or +2 to 1 gear. I know Morgana/Shane has to be like biting the edge of their table.
Nom, 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 nom.
Let's just +2 Shane's armor.
Why? So I would rather draw.
First
I'd
off,
rather...
what do you mean +2? That +1's it. This man has been cock blocking me from a +1.
You have 2 uses of the forge, Shane.
I thought you were okay. Dumping on both.
One of
Just
them
use both on you.
I'd rather charge into.
One of them has to be used for Karen's sundial thing.
Nope. That was a misconception. One of them needs to be used. What you have in there, the tinkering is done by Silver. Like it is just like it is not blueprints that you all got. You have literal like mechanism. You all are just like it's ready. The thing that is lacking is the fuel source. You all just with your artificer put in Karen's stone and house it in there, and it works. I forgot to correct you on it earlier, but
Wait.
by the time I realized it.
So.
If you'd like to put in your stone, you have your solar nexus.
Oh. Well, shit. Say less, Queen. Slap.
So yes, you still do have the 2 uses. And technically you could use it to assemble the Arcarnage, or you could do that back at your base when you have more time.
Not really in much
So,
rest of your Arcarnage.
That's what I figured.
Alright, so dichotomy of this. I just slap it in there. I still have to tune the whole thing, right? And it just unattunes from...
I'll say that in this instance, you can just transfer the attunement of the stone that you have to the item.
That's such a kind, generous God you are.
Aren't I?
I always knew you were. Of course. Hold that thought. I'm just gonna go make sure I didn't fuck up any of the things on the sheet. So Karen's just fiddling with this. What looks like a lamp post at the end. And then suddenly, just a fuck as it just starts radiating bright light, and he's blinded because he's staring right at it. Walks through with bloodshot eyes that aren't from weed. It's working.
Alright. So what would you all like to do the forge on the forge? We heard Andario's pitch, +2 to the Barbarian's armor to make my life even more of a hell.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want to try and add the +1 to attack and damage to their weapon or armor?
Could I, if no one's saying anything, I do have this shield.
The Sentinel shield?
Yeah, that I could.
Wait. Oh,
waiting.
I'm saying shit. Oh, he's muted.
Discord at you.
PC. Fergus desperately screaming. No! No! The loop!
Into the basin! Into the basin!
No, not the Diddy Buster.
Stay until he gets back.
Oh, good God. Firework time.
Some of it should go to upping Morgana.
Let me be clear.
Okay, we're gonna have to take a little break because there's fireworks going on, and they're about to ramp up, so...
In the rocket...
They're normally not more than 10 minutes, so...
Okay.
Let's meet back here at past.
Alright.
We did. Copy. Paste.
god. Wish I caught on to that a little sooner. It's like a million calves trying to pour through that hole. They're all just crowded around it.
Get a load of this!
I'm about to hit them with Doom of Shit.
Get a load of this!
They're having a lot of trouble getting in there. Enemy wizard? That's not a wizard, that's a nuclear bomb. Spending so much ammo trying to hit my hobby gobbies in the wall. How did Steam tanks make me mad?
You know what I could have been doing? I could have gone to Wilds and just fished.
Fish.
Hello?
Welcome back!
Welcome back. We're on
How
break.
was the void?
I don't know why, but for some reason, my computer decided that every single program right then and there needed to use 90% of my disk. Not combined, individually.
You're on it. Persona. But yeah, those really, unless you had an idea of the short rest engine, I assume it's just we create it and then it's like a consumable. We get a short rest. That's what I'm assuming. Connor can probably hear me through, but he's probably not at his desk. So he's probably playing with Penny and maybe dodge rolling back up to his desk to say something frantically and probably bashes me.
Because I remember there being a mana potion on here that I don't see.
Yeah. You probably shattered the talents again. Shameful. Shameful, Eric, I answer you. Or Connor for. I like the former option, it's funnier.
I swear Chrome's basically become unusable since they got rid of Origins.
God, I fucking hate Marienburg ships.
They're like ships. This is their answer to naval combat, Shane. There is no water, therefore.
I believe it. Bastards. Also, I did not notice that Empire Knight charging into the barricade. It dropped from 1500 HP to 0 in about a second and a half.
Damn.
Yep. I was about to turn it into a speed barricade because it was about to break, but now I have fuck all there. That's not very good.
Also, just as a random aside, Johnny Somali getting fucking wrecked in South Korea.
Good.
Good.
I have no idea who he is, but with a name like Johnny Somali, I imagine he's an influencer.
He's a
YouTube prankster whose main trait is he goes around to other countries and harasses people.
The word you're looking for is nuisance streamer, and he got in South Korea, and he's facing I think between 5 and 10 years just off of what would they have him on.
All right. The fucking fireworks are over.
Fuck that guy. And the rockets regular. Yeah.
The bombas bursting in air.
Light from the fireworks wants to cast away the shadows that run my computers for a minute.
What?
Did you hear what Fergus asked?
No.
One, wasn't there a mana potion? And two,
That was an R&D thing?
Explain
what?
the MacGuffin engine.
The stuff you got earlier. I forgot to mention it in the options.
Okay. And then how does the short rest engine work?
You spend a minute, 10 minutes, however long I said to do it, and then at the end of it, releases a vapor in the room. Everybody in there gets a short rest immediately. So, I think it's like a 10-minute short rest. We'll call it.
A hyperbolic nap chamber.
Oh,
Yeah.
I vote plus
I li-
2 to Morgana.
I lied. I forgot about something. I forgot to add the frickin' spell slots from Arcane Recovery to my sheet.
Convenient. You're also going to pick up, I believe we're going to just call it here, because as I'm looking at...
Oh no, this can't be.
You're already on Warhammer,
I don't...
What?
brother.
You're on break. I didn't pause the whole time we were playing. Fuck off.
Yeah. I don't have that much. No. I do not have the minions and the boss set up.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So,
It made it pretty
I
horrendous.
really thought the mage combat would last longer. I expected it to be about a half hour more into the game here, and then move on to the next level. So it's
And
just
then
gonna...
I cast a spell magic.
Yes. So... Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
There was also... I thought maybe you all might go down the unnecessary area, which was the, like, alternative fight spot for the Tachyon runner. But you all didn't go down that way. There was no loot down there, so I just didn't bother having you all explore for nothing. Caleb. So, I mean, that'll be...
Oh, my nuts.
That'll be it for next week. Or this week. When we come back next week, it'll be you all going up into said boss room, throwing down, and then aftermath of dungeon.
Woo!
I have a new whacking.
Is the short rest engine a consumable, or is
It's
that
one
or
use.
is
So
one
it's
use?
well, it's just one of the uses you have of your two.
No, I mean, how does it function?
So in the same way that like when you all use the forge and does this little 10-minute construction, this constructs a little tank and then releases the vapor from it into the room, and then you all get the effects of a short rest.
Okay,
Copy.
yeah, I see. So it's like a capsule thing from Dragon Ball. You throw it out, it unleashes a bunch of gas. We all gain a short rest worth of benefits, and then it's done. Right?
But it's not mobile.
Coffee, cocaine,
cool.
the blood of infants.
It may or may not be made of amphetamines, but you guys get your short rest.
It's made of fentanyl.
Karen just breathes it in and just blasts out. Get this weak shit off me.
Karen has to dip his fucking magic booth in it. Maybe.
Now this shit's good for my glaucoma.
Karen lacing his own shit to feel something. Unreal. Yeah, that's...
I +2 armor to Morgana.
I would like to hear what you all are going to do for that. I'd like to get everything done on this floor that you're going to do, so that when we start, I can just drop you all onto the battlefield at the start of the next session.
I'm good with Morgana taking the +1 because I know Shane's been being bugged by that 19 forever. Part of me does want to give him a 21 just to keep bugging him about it.
Suffering
Listen,
from
the monk
success.
said at 22. Get him closer to me.
With how many times Script gets hit, I don't think 20 will save armor, but that's just me.
What's your AC? Karen?
You said it correctly. Get something that's covered. My AC right now is 18.
18.
That's good for a cleric.
It's all right.
Kind of pushing me toward being a pseudo paladin, though.
I was about to say, if you're gonna be wading into melee with that weapon, we might want to give it to Cairn. Bump that up a little bit.
Can you give me Connor? Give me a stick to hit the undead with. I think it's pretty clear what he wants
it's like when you're in a random part of the dungeon and suddenly there's like a bunch of greater healing potions left around, and you're like, "Wow, this is really lucky." That's what his solar nexus is. Wow, man, this is really neat. If I ever end up in melee, I'll be safe now. Dun 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 dun.
The charge depleting ammunition might be useful for the next fight, but I don't think it'll be that useful.
Yeah, it'll have no use out of it
afterward.
Yeah, it'll have no use for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah. And to be honest, I don't think we're gonna get. Unlikely that we're gonna get 10 shots to hit.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on it. Do what you want. None of these things really help me. So.
So give one to Shane, one to me.
And both for the armor? Did nobody want to put it on a weapon?
I just want it on the shield.
You warned me that I might blow my weapons up if I do shit, so...
Correct.
I'll not do that.
Okay.
I don't think my legendary sword needs to be any more legendary.
Mihi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? No, Connor. I want to somehow get my new bonk stick up to even further. No.
Okay, so one to your sentinel shield and one to the adamantine half plate, or was it chest piece? I don't remember.
Okay.
Whatever Morgana has on.
It's adamantine half plate.
That's it. Okay. So we start with Karen placing the shield on it. It runs. You'll see a little program like optimizes the weight and the balance of everything, and it infuses a little metal coating onto it. Same sort of thing goes for your armor, Morgana. As you all wield them, they are much lighter now, but much more resistant to scratch and impact. And they have a little bit of a force cushioning effect.
All right.
So you use the last of it. The tanks are depleted. You aren't able to make anything else.
All right. My AC is now 19. I am now slightly more durable. Which, with the new thing, which added on with the new thing I got for the Sanguinary Saint bullshit, I will have an AC at 20 when I go wacko shit.
All right.
Which I'll be saving for later. Which I can... It says 10 minutes. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, mechanical question, Connor.
A mechanical answer.
Do killed constructs count as corpses?
Gray area.
Okay.
Go on, Connor. We've been watching Invincible. Answer the question.
The Reanimen.
D.A. Sinclair just phases into shit. Well, actually.
20 AC.
Hey.
A rust monster. Hey, God. This is how I'll test out Divine Intervention to fuck Shane over one more time.
I'll kill you.
Sorry, yeah, he's too close, Connor. He'll kill me. The minute I say
I can get to you, kill you, bury you, and then get to work on time.
Oh, cards?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is everybody still online? Cool.
Yeah.
Survey says.
All right.
Yeah, Jack.
Bomba.
Oh, nice.
Advantage on con save.
+3.
What are the ones you need for your Thanos glove, Zunkir, your Infinity Gauntlet?
think we need Ent.
I may have peeked at some of the hands, and somebody may have one.
We got so we got strength, we got charisma, we got con. Anybody got a dex?
I got Dex.
We got a dex. Anybody got wisdom?
Nope.
I only have the con save.
So you need intelligence and wisdom. Now only
Yeah.
wisdom.
Cool.
Somebody has an intelligence.
I don't. I got strength and dex.
Also, nice job coming in clutch there, Silver. I don't think not having Andariel for the final fight would have been very good.
Yeah.
We're lucky that we got at least one flash of genius
Yeah.
back.
And looks at Dorvin. You don't get to play anymore.
It was like the worst eventuality. I was like, man, it's on there. It could happen, but depending on who it happens to, they have ways to get around it or whatnot. And it happened to hit on just the wrong order of like, ooh, that's tough. All right, well, we'll see how this goes.
I will say, or two things, Connor. One, thank you for letting me do that big kind of flavor thing there at the end with Light, even though mechanically it shouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Flavor is fun.
Fortunately, there aren't many necromancy spells that deal damage. It's really weird.
But you said first thing. What's the second thing?
Oh, second thing is, I still don't like, other than DM fiat of that their stuff works and ours doesn't. I don't understand how we keep running into enemies that can knock us into other planes of existence when this whole freaking thing is like teleportation and planar locked.
They have their own like similar to how the plane shift rings that you are going on the highway for. These guys are wealthy enough that they have their own little internal one that they are running like in the walls. And the way these things are built, they're able to like jump on the frequency and
So we could
get them become
prevent
immune to the effect.
Yeah, like I said.
So
other
DM
than-
fiat.
Other than DM fiat of it,
Silver, get their rings. We're going to figure this shit out.
just standing there like, okay, well we can't even go get her because all planar travel for us is blocked.
Technically, you could launch the ship down and be like, go get her and come back. But that would have been very bad.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I
Still
drove
thought
a DM Fiat every day.
Still thought it would have been hilarious to lock that guy outside.
It would have been funny had I not already established what you needed from them was inside them. If this was the first guy you went up against, I may have just been like, yeah, they just need to be gone, because it would have been fun. But hey, look at the moment you got because he stayed.
Yeah.
That was pretty baller.
Plus, I couldn't have even done that anyway. I don't have private sanctum in my gym right now.
Oh, what is in your gym right now?
Teleportation circle.
Nice.
Like I said, I'm 30% contingency by volume.
Yeah, so it was fun making this one up. I'll just give you a little bit of insight real quick.